Sí. Yeah. Yesterday, she like asking everyone, hey, what? Maybe
Hey, hey, two, two, ha, one, two, two, hey. Two, hey, one, two, hey, one, two.
Chính. Hello Chính. Hả? Chính. Chính. Chính.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Good morning, Miss PG. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Miss PG? Okay, PG, can you try speaking and switch on your camera so we can actually see?
But can I be heard now?
Yes, you can be heard. Can you switch on your video so that we can actually see you?
That one. Is my voice clear?
Sorry, Miss PG, can you again? Okay, Miss PG, can you? Yes, Miss PG, very good. I can see you. Right?
Yes, this one. My voice clear?
Yes, can you actually see? Alamak, it's a bit. Do you have lightings on your left side or right side of your video? I think you don't have it, but it's okay. All right. Can you see us? Can you see the students coming up?
Yes.
All right. Thank
Yes.
you.
I can.
Okay, Miss PG, thank you so much. You can be on. We are starting in about 5 minutes time.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss PG. Miss PG, can you switch on your camera again? Because we cannot see your whole face. I think you need to shift back a bit. Anthony to Miss PG. Anthony to Miss PG. Are you there? Okay. Yes. Miss PG. All right. Okay. I think this would be a very good. Wait, give me a while. I need to pin you. Okay. So Miss PG, can you move a little bit to your left? Oh, sorry. Okay. Centralize yourself to the camera. All right, and then can you move a little bit back? Yes, that's a little bit further back. I'm gonna show you later on how you look like. All right, thank you so much. I'm gonna show you on how you look. Move more to your right, a bit to your right. Yes. Okay, can you see yourself on the camera? Uh, my the video man is showing yourself on the camera, so you see. Can you frame yourself on the camera? Frame. Make sure that you are in the center. Yeah. Yes. You see, 800 students will be watching you, Miss PG. All right. That's good. That's good. Can you actually hear me very well? Are you able to hear me very well, Miss PG?
Okay. I got it.
All right, thank you, Miss PG. Okay, we will start in about 2 minutes time, right? You can move away, but you keep your camera on so that we can just keep it as pinned, right, Miss PG? Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Student helper, can you open the gate? Okay. Okay, student, if you move to the upper section, please fill up the middle part first. Thank you. And those who stay at the lower section here, just for your information, that means you will have lunch first.
All right, good morning, Temasek Poly. Good morning. We know some of you are still a little bit more sleepy. Some of you obviously just woke up because, as we're sitting around, a couple of you walked past us and said, I don't know what's my purpose here today. What am I here for, huh? Well, in any case, the most important thing, before anything begins, I gotta remind you that today you need to clock in the 2 attendance record. I'll remind you that later on. But for now, just need your help. For those of you, if you are stuck somewhere, you might just want to give some way. Don't put your leg up and all that. We will be starting very soon. And for those of you who are here early, thank you. Unfortunately, we got no prize for you. So, thanks for being early. That's the only prize you'll get. So again, Temasek Poly, I hope you're ready for today. Today we're going to take you all the way to the Philippines. Some of you might have been there, some of you might not have been there. Some of you could be a Filipino yourself. I don't know, but we're going to find that out later on. And so today you're not only going to be introduced to the country, you will also learn the language, and you will have a chance to practice some of the Filipino phrases and words with the friends from the Philippines as well. So that's something, we're going to have you doing today, okay? And again, we just want to remind some of you that throughout the entire day, if your friend is a little bit sleepy, do wake them up. Otherwise, we'll just call them out. We'll go, wow, look at that guy sleeping. Beautiful mouth open. Okay? So just make sure to stay awake. Only to scan the QR code as well. All right? Again, there are a couple of things that we will get you to be immersed in. So, just do join us for that one. And most importantly, of course, please be respectful to the speakers, because today, they're coming all the way from the Philippines. They're not here on site, but they are virtually with us as well, okay? So that's them coming to join us, okay? So I think we've got about a minute more and we'll begin. For now, we're just waiting for some of you to be seated, and then we'll start shortly. So in the meantime, Temasek Poly, just get yourself comfortable, not too comfortable, otherwise you'll fall asleep. So I gotta introduce some people. You might have the people in the black t-shirt, red lanyard. They are your student helpers. They are the ones with the microphone. I don't know what they'll do with it, but I can assure you, if you have a question, you may just approach them. They'll pass you the microphone and they'll let you say, whatever you wish to ask or say. Yeah, so just look out for the people in the black shirt and the red lanyard. All right, so I think we are just gonna finish up the top part of the place, and we see many faces, some already yawning at 9:15. That's quite scary lah. Okay, so are we gonna start soon? We are, right? Okay, we're gonna start in 2 minutes. Okay, right. So Temasek Poly, well, my job here is very simple. I'm not gonna be here throughout the entire day. I'm just here to remind you over and over again about certain things. So, number 1, safety movement. What to do in an emergency evacuation. First of all, when you hear the fire alarm, prepare to evacuate. If you hear the first alarm, just be prepared. And if you're in immediate danger, for example, if the fire is beside you, please don't just stand there. Just evacuate, okay? So if you see a fire beside you, please evacuate. Second alarm, if you hear the second alarm, just head over to the assembly area, okay? We're gonna show you where the assembly area is at, but most importantly, don't take the lift. evacuate in an orderly manner, okay? We're not kids here, so I don't have to tell you to hold hands and all that. So if you're from level 3, that's the people with me on this floor, just remember to exit to your nearest exit. The people right above, find your nearest exit. If you don't know what to do, find the people in the black t-shirt and the red lanyards. They're not going to escape the hall until you do. Okay? Actually, they don't even know this instruction, but never mind. So, moving on. This is where you're going to be assembled. That's where we are. You're going to assemble right there, and it will look like something like this. Okay? So, very importantly, I have to tell you, if you happen to hear the bell, okay, that there is no emergency plan drill today. It is the real thing. You hear the thing? It is the real thing. Don't put on TikTok that, oh, we're having an emergency plan drill today. No, it's the real thing. So that's why I'm supposed to remind you today. It is going to be the real thing. So a couple of house rules. Number 1, please be respectful. Okay? Very importantly, we got to tell you, please be respectful. Active engagement, and if you can, all right, try to control your urge to use that mobile phone. If you're waiting for Shopee to have a new deal, if you're just waiting to see the next TikTok or IG video, hang on for a bit. Unless, of course, the IG is for this event, that will allow that. But in any case, remember, the most important part, I got to remind you, you got to, of course, take your attendance twice. You take it once, it's not going to be counted. So you must take your attendance twice. Okay, otherwise you'll be deemed as absent and you have to do the makeup activity. So that's something that you don't want to do because you're already here early in the morning. Okay, so basically this is your entire rundown of your Global Studies Virtual Trip program. You're going to be learning about the country, as we mentioned, following which the language. Then you will have Business and Society Forum, and then after that a thematic lunch, following which you're going to have an IHL exchange. You will be meeting students as well from the Philippines, and you're going to exchange ideas, exchange words, tell them what you like, exchange handles if you want to, that's up to you. And most importantly, we're going to end it off with a cultural experience. Now, for those of you seated here today wondering, well, what's your purpose? What's the whole idea of being here? What exactly are you here for? Why are you clocking in those modules? And especially why are you here early in the morning? We have a short video from past students like yourself who have been through the program, and we're going to play to show you what exactly the Global Studies Virtual Trip is all about. So, Temasek Poly, let's find out what's all about.
Temasek Polytechnic developed the global mindset holistically. Our students think, feel, and act a global mindset to be agile and relevant despite the evolving context and realities in Singapore and in the world. The knowledge and skills developed within our global mindset framework are broad-based and have practical applications in a wide range of industries. Besides, with remote working becoming more prevalent globally, the need for our students to possess a global mindset becomes increasingly apparent and critical. In our Developing Global Mindset roadmap, our curricula are complemented with experiential learning. At Temasek Polytechnic, all students have to take global studies fundamental subject to be equipped with the necessary tools for genuine appreciation of cultural differences and awareness of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. The global studies trips are the highlight of the subject. Students travel to major cities of the flourishing ASEAN, China, and India, the world's biggest growth engine.
At the start of the semester, we learned thinking tools, which includes the cultural iceberg model as well as the 7 dimensions of culture. It was about the visible and invisible parts of culture. Now, these tools allow us to understand how different people from various cultures interpret similar situations differently, and also allow us to identify different features of each specific culture.
Another thing that I learned from this module was the fact that in 2030 agenda and 17 sustainable development goals.
Students understand the theory of global studies, they're all given the opportunity to take a real or virtual trip to an overseas country. What's important about this is it allows them to experience what they have learned in the classroom, and they'll learn it from 2 perspectives, the Singaporean perspective and the overseas perspective. Now, to enrich the experience of the global studies trips, TP draws upon our extensive network of high-quality partners with similar missions, such as the Passage to ASEAN people and the National Language Council. These partners add value to the global studies trip with over have been used to youth interactions and their connections with experienced industry experts who have lived and worked and built a career overseas enrich the students' experiences. Once our students have completed this subject, they'll have a much better understanding of themselves and others and the differences between them. And this will allow them to live and work better in any multicultural work or living situation.
I think the global initiative to initiative. During the trip, we had the opportunity to talk and interact with Indonesian students, to learn about Indonesian society, history, and geography. We also had the chance to participate in the YMCA forum. The trip spent time with about Indonesia, its culture, and its economic growth.
After the languages, I learned that people are very different and there's a different beauty of humankind.
Even if we are opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to our norms, beliefs, attitudes, and also the dimensions, we should still treat others with respect so that we ourselves will be respected too.
All right. So again, TP, this is what you're going to have to do. Log into your GSVT microsite, scan the QR code. You'll be heading to this GSVT microsite. Key in your TP email and check your email for OTP and key in the OTP. So for those of you whose phones are not up yet, please scan the QR code. So at this point of time, please scan the QR code. Okay, so scan the QR code, and when you scan, again, follow the 3 instructions you see. Scan the QR code to go to GSVT microsite, and very importantly as well, for those of you who want to be immersed in this virtual reality sort of session that we have here, scan this QR code. Later on, an advertisement will pop out. Just skip that advertisement, and you will be heading to a form. Now, for that form, they might tell you to go to different venues, but there's only one venue, so that's something I just gotta let you know. Otherwise, when you scan this, you might be led to sort of like a advertisement platform. Just skip that and you'll be headed to the form that we want you to be on. So again, if you're wondering what this is all about, this is for the VR session. Now, where is it located? As you can see, it's only at one venue. It's going to be at the function room outside TCC, EN3-3-7/1. Okay, so if you're interested to go for the VR, scan that and you'll be heading to this one. So again, TP, we're going to be starting your Global Studies virtual trip, and today we're going all the way to the Philippines, so hopefully you are ready for this one. So how do we get you ready? It's very simple. Before we bring up everybody here, Temasek Poly, I need your help. You're not going to be coming on stage, don't worry about that. This is a simple exercise. TP, can everybody put both hands up in the air just like that? Put your hands up in the air. Everybody put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air. So this is what you're going to do after you put your hands up in the air. Use your left hand and look at the person to your left. If you know the person, good. If you don't know, make a new friend today. Use your left hand and tap on their shoulder and say, "Oi, wake up, le." Yeah, tell them to wake up now, Ken. Yeah, thank you. Now, Temasek Poly, raise again, both hands up in the air with your right hand. And this is what you're going to do with your right hand. You are going to take your finger and touch the earlobe of the person and go, "Kuchi kuchi ku." Can you do that, TP? Everybody, wake them up. Okay, now that you're done, TP, thank you very much. And hopefully that woke you up by 1%. And very importantly, thank you. So TP, give yourself a big round of applause. Now, Temasek Poly, I'm not going to be the one bringing you the entire program. In fact, just like how some of you might have gone on a package tour overseas, we do have a country tour manager as well. Okay, so I will be your MC for today, but we also got a country tour manager that will take you around the Philippines and introduce you to the different people that will tell you about the language, about the culture, and more importantly as well, you will also get a chance to meet the students from the Philippines. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and join me to welcome tour manager of the day, Zayed Hashim.
Thank you, Benjamin. And thank you, Temasek Poly. Good morning, Temasek Poly. How are you doing this morning? Come on, let's try that again, once again. Good morning, Temasek Poly. How are you? Fantastic, wow. Well, we had the, wow, somebody up there, it's very well awake. I like that, bro. Keep it up. All right. So we had this program yesterday, but today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring you all the way to the Philippines because we can't bring all of you to the Philippines. We bring the Philippines to you. Okay. Back in 2018, I had the chance to travel to the Philippines, and I met a tour guide over there as well. She will be joining us virtually from the Philippines. She's live online now. I can see her. I'm just waving to her as well. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone at Temasek Poly, can we all give a big round of applause and welcome Miss PG.
Mabuhay!
Mabuhay PG, good
Again,
morning.
yes, good morning.
All right, PG. Well, how is everything there in the Philippines? I mean,
I'm good.
great.
So, mabuhay to all.
Mabuhay to you. I think the students are very excited for this segment. We just want to know a little bit more about the country of the Philippines, and I think you're the best person to, take us through for this morning.
And thank you for this opportunity to bring Philippines to you. So, let us get started. So again, my name is PG and I am your virtual tour guide for today, all the way from Cebu, Philippines. So, maayong buntag. So that's the Cebuano way of saying good morning. So I hope you can repeat it with me. Can you say maayong buntag, everyone?
All right, everybody, let's say maayong buntag. 1, 2, 3. Maayo. One more time. Okay, we'll try that again.
That means good. I
Good.
heard it.
All right.
Maayong buntag again.
Okay.
So if you see my profile picture in the screen a while ago, as well as what I'm wearing right now, this is actually a bomber jacket with all the different patches of the different leaves that we have in the Philippines, woven by our indigenous people. Okay, so with that, let me bring you today's news. So of course, everyone in the world have experienced COVID. But good thing to know is that wearing a mask is totally optional to you. So if you don't feel safe to go outside without a mask, then you can wear it. Otherwise, you can go around without wearing a mask. So travel restrictions have been lifted up. So that means we are already going around the different islands in the Philippines. So we just had our election last May 9, 2022. So we have a new president, and he just had a trip to United States, and we are hoping that that trip will bring in more business and investment to us. So there on the screen, you can see the Philippine map. If you are flying from Singapore to Cebu, which you don't need to do right now, that's actually 3.5 hours. So now, where is the Philippines? So same as Singapore, we are in Southeast Asia, and we're also part of the ASEAN countries, or the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. And there, at the version of the map that you're seeing, it has 3 colors. So that is actually guiding you to know which part of the Philippines you are in. So if you are in the blue side, that's the northern part of the Philippines, which we call Luzon. And in the middle, that's colored yellow, and that's where I am right now. So that's the group of islands we call Visayas, and in the south, the red one is Mindanao. So why do you need to do that? Because Philippines have 7,641 islands. So when you're asked, where in the Philippines are you? So you just say, oh, I'm in the north, I'm in Luzon. Or you're in the middle, you're in the Visayas. So that's our Philippine geography.
PG, what is the population? What is the population in the Philippines? What is the population in the Philippines?
Yes, we are about 105 million people scattered all over the islands.
Well, that's a lot as compared to Singapore. We have only 6 million people as compared to 105 million people in the Philippines.
Yes. So imagine I am in Cebu province, and in Cebu province alone, we're more or less 5 million people. So more or less the same with Singapore, but it's only split. Okay, so moving on, let's talk about growth and economy. COVID has affected our businesses, but one thing that we are thankful for is that now we are seeing growth because the travel restrictions are lifted, and even our executive leaders in the different towns and cities are encouraging their workers to really work on site. Why? Because when you work on site, then the people will go with a transportation, public transportation, and then they will be going to eat in a restaurant. So the economy will be booming. So little by little, we are seeing the turn of the economy from where it is during the pandemic times. And one of the top 10 products of the Philippines is, of course, what you can see right now, the bananas. In fact, one of the things that people buy when they are about to go home from a travel in the Philippines are banana chips. So in here, you can actually have bananas this big up to this small. So we have different varieties of bananas. So aside from bananas, we also have pineapples. So pineapples. So pineapples, I know, is a good source of vitamin C, but here in the Philippines, aside from eating and drinking pineapple juice, the fiber of the pineapple is also the one we use as part of our national clothes. So we call it the piña fiber. And then aside from the agricultural products, bananas and pineapple, our economy also look at the call center. So, or the BPO, or business process outsourcing. So now, it's not only, for customer service alone, but businesses like insurance, life sciences, healthcare, and data analytics. So we have that in our BPO industry. So aside from the BPO revenues, we are also taking the remittances that our overseas Filipino workers are sending back home. And of course, some of our own FWs are also working in Singapore. So thank you very much for, having our workers there in your country. So now let's talk about the capital of the Philippines, Manila. Okay, so there is this song, Hanap kita Manila, ang ingay mo ay sarap sa pena, mga jeepney mong nagliliparan, mga babaeng nagagalitan. So this song,
Hang on, PG. Because you sing the song, right, and you're so sporting, everybody, can we give PG a big round of applause? She just did that for you. Wow.
Yeah, I don't usually sing, but this song, if you're a Filipino working abroad, and then you hear this song, it brings you back home. So the meaning of the song is it talks about
I think we're just experiencing a very short technical glitch for a while, so just hang on as we try to figure out the connection.
Yes, I'm back. And it's part of,
Yeah, welcome back, PG.
Okay, so again, going back to that jeepney. So the jeepneys that we have here are actually the military jeeps that were left by the United States soldier during the American period of the Philippines. So in 1946, after World War II, the U.S. Army went home and they left these jeeps. So the Filipinos extended it so that more people can fit in. So it says in the song that the noise of the jeepney is like music to the ears of a Filipino that they always miss. So that's Manila for us. And because we're talking about Manila, so let me bring you to one of our historical sites there. So it's called Fort Santiago, and it's actually inside the walls in Manila. which we call Intramuros, and together with tour guide Anne, who is in Manila right now, let's welcome her as she brings us around with a round of applause.
Welcome to Intramuros, the bold city of Manila! This is Raha Sulaiman, the last king of the kingdom of Maynila. Maynila is an old settlement of the natives before the coming of the Spaniard. It came from two words. The first word is May, meaning there is, and the second is the mangrove seed, which is the nilan that grows abundantly in these plains. Alongside with his uncle Rahamatanda and his relative Lakandula, the king of Tondo, they ruled the mouth of the Basik River that is rich in Chinese merchants bring expensive stuff here. This lucrative business made the Spaniards decide to build the capital's colony here in Manila, especially in Port Santiago. Port Santiago was an old village of Rahasulaiman and his men until the Yellow Legazpi drove them away and built Port Santiago in 1571. Port Santiago was named after Santiago or Saint James, the patron saint of Spain. This houses the ruins of old military barracks, defense chambers, gunboats, and exotic rides. Rizal Shrine was formerly an old military barracks that was partially reconstructed and converted as a shrine dedicated to the Corpus. Carlos Rizal is one of the national heroes of the Philippines. He was an educated Filipino that wrote about the abuses of the Spaniards that lived in his lands.
The Carlos works opened the minds of the Filipinos and gave birth to nationalism. It inspired people to create a movement for the independence of the Philippines from Spain. In 1896, he was imprisoned here in Fort Santiago and was later accused guilty of organizing a rebellion. He was sentenced to death by firing squad and was executed on December 30 of 1896. Fort Santiago was his last home.
Another memorial here in Port Santiago is this lighthouse. Underneath its was the 600 bodies of innocent Filipinos that died in the dungeon during World War II. Would you like to go in the dungeon? Let's go!
The dungeons were originally built during the Spanish as a warehouse for gunpowder and ammunition. Later, it was converted to prison cells and torture chambers for the Filipinos who would defy the colonizers. During the World War II, thousands of Filipinos were imprisoned here, especially during the Battle of Manila in 1945. The civilian innocents were left for 3 weeks that resulted to death by suffocations and starvation. When Manila was liberated, more than 600 Filipino civilians' dead bodies was found inside this dungeon. Underneath the white cross we saw a while ago is the final resting place of those who suffered from the atrocities of the World War II. visiting Fort Santiago. Our next destination is the two important worship places of Intramuros, the Manila Cathedral and San Agustin Church.
Okay, so that's Urban Ann in Fort Santiago. Mr. Zaid, I believe when you were here in 2018, you were also able to visit a fort in Cebu, but the name was Fort San Pedro.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. That was with when we were when I was in 2018. That was with Crest Secondary School, right? Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, that's right. Correct. Okay. So, could you tell us a bit more about the San Augustine Church?
Of course. So, being colonized by Spain, who introduced the Catholic religion to the Philippines way back in 1521. So that's exactly 501 years ago. So now, because of that influence, all towns and cities in the Philippines have at least one Catholic church. So in a little while, yes, Tour Guide Ann will help us to explore the two old churches, which is also inside the Intramuros, where you've been right now. And if you might ask, so in the 105 million people in the Philippines, how many are Catholics? So later, I'll tell you, but maybe you could also take a guess. So now, here's Tour Guide Ann again, visiting two churches.
Intramuros was built in the Greenland pattern, and Plaza Roma was the center of the walled city.
Plaza Roma is one of the three major public squares in Intramuros. During the Spanish period, this plaza was the center of the city. Did you know that bullfights, a very famous contest in Spain and Mexico, also happened here? Yes! Plaza Roma was an event place before being converted into a garden in 1797.
Around here is Manila Cathedral, Palacio del Gobernador, and Palacio del Gobernador.
Palacio del Gobernador is a former residence of the Governor General during the Spanish era. A Governor General is the highest-ranking Spanish official in the Philippines. The residence was later moved to Malacañang Palace after this being destroyed in an earthquake. Malacañang Palace is still the official residence and office of the President of the Philippines.
This building was rebuilt in its current form in 1976 and houses different government offices as well as the Intramuros administration.
Another building on the site of Plaza Roma is the Ayuntamiento de Manila.
This building
Was the seat of Manila City Council and was destroyed in 1945 World War II. This building was built in 2013 and the center of Plaza, the Manila Cathedral.
Present Manila Cathedral was completed in 1958 and officially named as North Basilica Immaculate Conception.
Manila Cathedral was built in 1571 and 7 other churches were built in the same exact spot, but was destroyed by different earthquakes, typhoon, fire, and even during World War II. This cathedral is also visited by 3 popes: Pope Paul VI, Pope John Paul II, and Pope Francis. This important cultural property draws hundreds of churchgoers every Sundays and holidays. the golden years of Intramuros, this walled city is named as the Rome of the East because of numerous chapels, places of worship, and of course, the 7 great churches. However, almost all of these churches were destroyed in the Second World War. Take a look at this picture. This picture was taken in 1945. This beautiful Spanish citadel that was built for more than 300 years was reduced into rubble and ruins. But if you will look at the upper right side, all of this destruction, one survived. This is the Church of San Agustin. San Agustin Church was one of the first churches to be built in Intramuros and the last to remain standing after the war. This current building was completed in 1607, making it as the oldest existing church in the Philippines. Look at the richly carved doors of the images of San Agustin and his mother Santa Monica. Also, in the main entrance are the stone Chinese lions, indicating the influence of Chinese workers who worked alongside with the natives in building the church. Looking up, the left side bell tower was not treated well by the earthquakes. It was damaged by 1645 and demolished to avoid accidents to the pedestrians. The facade may be simple, but once we go inside, the Baroque characteristics will be more evident. Upon entering, you will be immediately attracted to the carved designs of the walls and ceiling, but your eye is fooling you, because it is just a painting style called trompe, the first in the Philippines. This church is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site under the Baroque churches of the Philippines.
Thank you for virtually visiting Intramuros. I hope I will meet you personally soon. My name is Anne from Don't Skip Manila Walking Tours. Bye!
All right, there was tour guide Anne joining us virtually as well. That was pre-recorded as well. We're just waiting for Miss PG to come back online, I think. Miss PG, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi,
So
PG.
the question is, out of the 100 million people in the Philippines, how many do you think are Catholics?
Okay, I think this is a very good question. Maybe we can use this opportunity to ask the audience. All right, students, 105 million people in the Philippines. How many do you think are Catholics? Just raise up your hand. We have the student helpers to come to you with the microphone. Just raise up your hand. Just make a guess. Anybody? All right, we have a gentleman over there. Can we get a microphone over there? Hang on a sec. We got a gentleman over there.
Hello.
Hi.
So my guess is around 100 million.
100 million. Okay, that makes about more than 90%. Okay. Do we have another guess? Anyone? Anyone? Just raise up your hands, please. Okay, just one over there. The lady over there. Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
I say 95 million.
95 million. Okay, that's about just slightly below 90%. Anyone with any more guesses? Okay. There's a gentleman over here. Okay, all right. Make a guess.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, can you hear me?
Of course.
I see 105.
So everybody is Catholic.
Sorry, 104.5.
Hey, friend. How come got 104.5? The one what baby is it?
Oh, yeah,
the 0.5 cannot lah.
Yeah, then 105.
105 million. All right. So we have somebody who say 100 million, 95 million, and sorry, you say it again. 105 million. All right, Miss PG, can you verify the answers for us, please?
Okay, so I'm hearing different guesses.
Yes, that's right.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, is there one more guess or guesses that we have.
I think that's all the guesses that we have for now, but we want to find out from you the correct answer.
So the answer is 80% of the Filipinos are Catholic. So more or less, we're looking at 80 million people. So that means that 20% are the different religions that we also have. So we have one.
All right, we're just experiencing a very short technical glitch. Now, I think Miss PG said about 80% of them are Catholics, yeah, in the Philippines. Hi, Miss PG, welcome back. Are you live?
Hello.
Hello, yes.
I'm back. So now that we know that there are so many Catholics in the Philippines, let's talk about nature. So let me bring you to Cebu. So from Manila, our capital, it's only about an hour flight to go to Cebu. So when we talk about biodiversity, we have to take into account
Once again, we apologize.
Yes, geographic. Which means there are earthquakes and typhoons, but we are also located in the Coral Triangle.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the technical glitch. I think we're just sorting out. It could be a connection here or there, but Miss PG most definitely will be joining us back. So just to share with you, back in 2018, I was, there we have, that's PG.
My name is PG. Your tour guide is one of the 44 towns of Cebu province. But we have 9 cities more, so there's a lot of places in Cebu province, and I'm so happy to bring you to this road that we are traversing right now is called the Trans Central Highway, or TCH. It connects the eastern part of Cebu to the western part. Along this highway are different restaurants, coffee shops, as well as households selling different kinds of flowers and plants, as well as sweet corns and different vegetables that are planted on the mountains. This is also the road that will lead us to our destination. Actually, Mount Manungal, one of the gem destinations in the town of Balamban. Right up there is Mount Manungal, and we're actually trekking to go to the highest point where the viewing deck is. Mount Manungal. Imagine yourself walking on this trail, breathing fresh air on the mountains of Cebu. Along the trail, you can actually see abaca plant. You can get abaca fibers that you can make into dresses, as well as bags and baskets. If you look closely, it looks like a banana. But actually, it's not banana. This part of the community, they actually produce abaca fibers. And never arrive at the campsite of Mount Manungal. And here with me are actually here in Mount Manungal. And in a while, you get to see the 360 view of the mountains of Cebu. Mount Manungal is actually one of the highest peaks here in the province of Cebu, with an elevation of 1,097 meters above sea level. And besides that, look here, Balamban is also the shipping capital of Cebu. The ships that go around the world to bring in fuel, to bring in other products are actually done here. Hence, of the town of Barangay, we have a lot of flower farm owners. And we're going to visit one here at Buwakain, Alejandro. Come. Flowers and ornamental plants that we have here in from the mountains that surrounds this place. Enjoy the beauty of each flower and of course smell its fragrance. We used to live here in this part of Balamban. And during the Japanese period, when there was still war, so this place were actually saved because this area was covered by the beautiful flowers of Alejandro. Thus, the name is Buwakain, meaning flowers of Alejandro.
Hi, welcome back, VG.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. So let me give you, a short description of what you have seen. So in Cebu, when you go to the south, you can actually swim with whale sharks. And then, of course, go swim with the sardines surrounding all around you. At the same time, you can see the graceful glide of the sea turtles. And you've just seen the very historic Mount Manungal, where, our past president crushed. But now, it's a good place where you can climb up for trekking. Okay, so now, let me just bring you to what to eat in Cebu. Like when you are in the city, if you are into street foods, where could you go? So before that, I'm sure you have heard about the famous adobo in the Philippines.
Yes, BG.
Can I see a raise of hand? Yes.
Before we go to the street food and all this interesting stuff about the Philippines, we just want to take this opportunity for the students to answer a few questions. Okay, everybody? What we've done is we have prepared some questions for you to answer. Okay, this is going to be via Slido. There is a QR code on the screen. You guys, all you got to do is just take your phone, all right, and use your camera on the QR code. There are three answers, and the question is, what is the biggest agricultural export of the Philippines? Is it banana and pineapple, coffee and rice, or apples and meat? All right, let's give them just a few seconds to a minute and let's see your answers. Banana and pineapple. 95% of you says banana and pineapple. That is the correct answer. Let's go to the next question. All right, this next question, Miss PG and tour guide Anna was saying as well. Fort Santiago is named after who? General Emilio Aguinaldo, or Jose Rizal, or Saint James? This is going to be a good one. You must have paid attention to know this answer. Okay? Wow! 51% of you say the Saint James. That is the correct answer. Well done. All right, the next question is, when was the Manila Cathedral built? You better don't Google all this, yeah? Is it 1571, 1957, or 1881? Let's see your answers. When was the Manila Cathedral built? 1571. 47% of you say it's 1571, and that is the correct answer. Okay, next question. Now, the Philippines is famous for this job or profession, okay? Earlier on, Ms. PG mentioned it in the starting of the country introduction. Is it football players, call centers, or electricians? 71% of you say it's call centers. That is absolutely correct. Okay, now we've not talked about food, but we can make a smart guess here. The question is, what is the street food which is a grown chick in an egg? This is a delicacy that is known in the Philippines. Is it lechon, caldereta, or balut? Wow, 88% of you say it's balut. That is correct. That is the correct answer. Do we have another question? No? All right. We're going to move on with the next segment of the country introduction. Miss PG.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
So again, as I was saying, there is this famous food we call adobo in the Philippines, and each family have their own recipe of how to make it. But because I am in Cebu, our version of adobo is called humba. So humba comes from two words. No, the it comes from the humo, meaning soft, and ba comes from the ba with the word pork. So it's like a soft pork. Because what we do is that when we have a lot of pork, so we heat it in an earthen pot until it becomes soft. And over the days, we just get it together with rice. And of course, the answer to the previous question is balut. So of course, not many people would like to eat balut. Imagine when you open it and there is like a baby chick. But if you want to eat an egg without the chick inside, there is another version of the balut, which we call penoy. So it's like the egg that we have, only it has a harder white portion. So without further ado, let me bring you to a street food experience in Cebu City. And after that, you'll also be going to see one of the festivals in Cebu. And that is called Hulasan. And festivals is also where you can see all the foods being served in the Philippines. So, here we go!
Hi, this is PG, your virtual tour guide here in downtown Cebu, specifically in Colon Street. Colon Street is the oldest street in Cebu, and today we're going to explore different kinds of street food. As you walk along, we can see that beside the cathedral there is tempura. To the rest of the world, tempura is a Japanese dish of seafoods or vegetables that is buttered and deep fried. The cebu, tempura is a street food made of dough and drenched in oil. To differentiate, locals call the original tempura Japanese tempura and the street food simply tempura. As toppings, you may have cucumber or seaweed we call soup. And another street food is kwek or quail egg that is buttered. The 20 pesos worth of tempura is almost ready and it's a sauce. I think the sweet and soft just outside church, there are many street food vendors. Now I'm buying 10 pesos worth of peanuts, which is said to be a brain food. So we have spicy peanuts, sweet peanuts, we have the large peanuts, and the garlicky peanuts. Wrapped with banana leaves are the quesillo. It is a soft, unaged white cheese made from unskimmed caramel milk and salt curdled with vinegar. Let's proceed to the carbon market. Carbon market is named for the coal where coal was unloaded from the Cebu Railroad, which we used to have 100 years ago. Over here are deep-fried pork innards, which is called almuhan. Filipinos enjoy eating rice with soup. This is babacoa, a stew made from collagen-rich beef parts like the oxtail, skin, and joints, and various spices cooked for several hours until very tender. And this is larang, a fish food that is hot, sour, and spicy. To celebrate birthdays, we have pancit for long life, but you can actually have it every day on the streets. This is pancit from duck egg, not with the chick yet, just cooked like a hard-boiled egg. The other one is balut, which is already a chick but just didn't get the milk. This is Carbon Market, the biggest wet and dry market in Cebu. Now let's go back and end our tour in Colon Street. This is the time where workers go home and you'll see how street foods are very essential as we wait for the jeepney, the taxi, or the bus to arrive. Okay, so that's it. A little bit about the Philippines.
All right, thank you very much, Miss PG. Yes, just we still have about 5 more minutes here. We're gonna just flash this screen as well. For those of you who have not taken your attendance, now is the time that you need to take your attendance. Okay, so we're gonna hold this screen up for just 2 minutes. This is very important, everyone, because you need to take your attendance twice in a day, or else you will be marked absent, and we don't want that to happen. Right? We're gonna give you just about 1.5 minutes more to make sure you get your attendance taken. All right. Just a show of hands. Just give me a thumbs up if you've taken your attendance. Just show me a thumbs up, everybody, if you've taken your attendance. Thank you very much. Have you all taken your attendance? Yeah? All right, thank you. Okay. Miss PG.
Yes.
All right, I think now we're going to go and allow the students to maybe ask questions. But before that, maybe, you could test the students, okay? How about we do that first before we get the students to ask questions? All right, Miss PG, do you have any questions that you want to test the students? So we're going to do a short quiz here, okay? So the questions that were not in the Slido earlier.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
So, when we talk about fashion and clothes in the Philippines, there is one fruit that we wear. What is that fruit?
All right, you heard the question. Just raise up your hand if you know the answer. We will get the microphone to you. All right, there's a gentleman there who will raise up his hand. The gentleman with the white t-shirt. All right, gentleman there with the white t-shirt. All right, what is the answer? What is the fruit that they use on clothing? Do you have the answer? If no, we'll go to the next one. Do you have the answer ready? Ms. PG, can you see the audience from your screen?
Yes, I can see all of them.
You can see all of them,
So
right?
what is that fruit that you can eat, but at the same time, the fiber can be used as clothing?
Okay. Hey brother, you still loading. You ready? Okay, what is the fruit that you can eat as well as you can wear the clothing? Okay, we'll go with this lady over here. Pineapple, is that correct, Miss PG?
Yes, very
Pineapple,
good.
big round of applause. Wow, pineapple.
Oh, you're really listening.
Well done. Okay, Miss PG, I think we can go with one more question before we allow the students to ask questions. Okay, one more question from Miss PG.
Okay, sure.
Make sure this is a tough one, a tough question.
I will ask or you will ask.
Oh, this is when you're gonna ask the question and they will answer.
Okay, so in the map, I have told you that we are divided into three major islands, north, in the center, and in the south. So my question is, which part am I located right now?
Wow.
So to give you a clue, I'll give you a clue. I'm so good today. So it's Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Where am I today?
Okay. Where is Miss PG at today? Luzon, Mindanao. She mentioned earlier that she was from a specific city. All right, do we have somebody with the answer? All right. Okay, before you answer, okay, this one, the prize is a trip for two to the Philippines. All inclusive.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
It's
Wait, hang on. We go the one over there first. Okay.
Mic 2.
Okay, the answer is
Hi, test. Oh. Is it Visayas?
Visayas. Is it Visayas, Miss PG?
Yes, you are correct.
Well done, let's give him a big round of applause.
I'm here.
You win a trip to the Philippines. Wow. By bus.
Hey, who wants to go?
No aircon.
Hey, no aircon?
No aircon.
Hey, but then now I don't.
All right. Okay. We're going to open up the Slido and now we're going to allow you to ask the questions for Miss PG. All right. I'm looking at some of the questions here. Maybe we have time for one or two questions for Miss PG.
Christmas.
Okay, all right. Let's take the first question because this is the morning, and I think some of them haven't had breakfast. So maybe we get this question rolling. What do you think is the most delicious street food in the Philippines?
Okay, wow, that's so hard to answer because there's a lot. But for me, one of the comfort food that I have is banana Q. Imagine we have a lot of bananas here, and I've told you there are different varieties of bananas. So this banana that we cook as banana Q. So it's like barbecue, right? So that means it's with a stick. So the banana is called carraba. So it's short and stout. And then you fry it in caramel. And then that's very good as a snack in the afternoon. So that's the banana for me.
So basically, it's like a fried banana.
Yes.
Well, we have that.
Fantastic.
I think we have that also here in Singapore, right? I think you know.
Oh, so that
yeah.
means we really are in the same ASEAN,
Yeah,
group of countries.
Yeah, we have that. We call it in Singapore. We call it goreng pisang or fried banana. So it's the same. It's the same thing that we eat as well. Yeah, just to share with you as well. There are similarities, and you might find this very interesting. There are similarities of food that you can find from Singapore and the Philippines. Yeah. All right. One more last question for Miss PG. Let's take this question, and the question is tourism a main source of income or a main source of contributor to the economy in the Philippines?
Yes, a big yes. That's why during the pandemic, the tourism industry was so affected. So as a tour guide, so imagine we lost our job during that time because airports were closed. And tourism really helped the small towns that we have. So that means that the people living in those faraway towns do not need to go in the main cities like Manila and Cebu because the tourists are the one.
All right, I think there was a internet connection cut from Miss PG.
Yes, so that's it. So tourism is a major driver of the economy. In fact, we really have a department of tourism. And right now, to get back into business again, they have a lot of activities going on around and promotions as well. So let me take this time to invite all of you to come to the Philippines if you are allowed to do so.
That's right, and I think we hope as well that everyone here, if you have the chance, do visit Philippines, because I think Miss PG did a wonderful job of introducing her country, her beloved country, and because of that, ladies and gentlemen, I think, can we show the camera to the audience so Miss PG can see this? And I think Miss PG deserves a big, big, big round of applause. Thank you, PG. And we'll see you in the next round. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to invite back your program MC of the day. Give it up for Benjamin Liao.
All right, so again, ladies and gentlemen, give Miss PG a big round of applause. Okay, so we just got to remind you, thank you, Miss PG. Hello, all right. Oh, now I get to see you here. Okay.
Before you continue, Benjamin, let me just say goodbye formally. And because you cannot come in the Philippines, actually a representative of the Filipinos are there in Singapore. And that's
Jollibee.
Jollibee.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can actually
So
have a taste of Filipino by going to Jollibee. And here Jollibee is actually wearing the Barong Tagalog here, which is the version for the meal for our national clothes. So with that, maraming salamat. Thank you very much to everyone.
Give Miss PG a big round of applause, people. Not sponsored by Jollibee, okay? So we're not giving away vouchers. Okay, in any case, for those of you again, well, I think thank you for your questions. Some of you submitted your questions. Well, thank you for doing that. But of course, we're going to go back to the VR booking. For those of you who haven't scanned this one, if you want to take part, please go ahead and do so. Remember, if there's an advertisement page, just skip that one, and you'll be able to be at the form. Just fill it up, and you can just go for your VR later on, okay? So just to remind you, there's only one room, which is the EN32-3-7/1, okay? So that's going to be the room that the VR sessions will be held at. Okay, so again, just to remind you of what's going on. So you already learned a little bit about what Philippines is all about. You had an idea, capital as well, what they're known for. We're going to go a little bit straight now to learning the language, okay? So that you'll be able to use it later, perhaps so, in your IHL exchange. So that's something that we hope you'll be able to practice, and that's going to take place right now, okay? But before that, of course, we're going to go for a break, okay? So we're going to send you for a break now, but before you go for a break, do me a favor, Can. Later on, you will have your people in the black shirt and the red lanyard. I think they'll still ring the bell. When they ring the bell, please come back here for your next session, okay? So remember, we will be going for a break, right? We're going to go for a break, yeah? Okay, no one's stopping me, so I'm correct. Okay, so please head for your break. Be back here by 10:30, and actually be a bit earlier. So you may go for your break now, yeah? This is the part where you can just stand up, yeah? Don't need to like crouch and everything, okay? So be off for your break, and remember to be back here. When you hear the bell, there will be the people in the black shirt, red lanyard, they'll ring, and then you'll be, you have to come back here, okay? So remember, our program will be starting again very soon with the language. So please go ahead for your break now. And if you're thinking of Jollibee, if you're gonna order it from Grab, don't forget to call us as well. I think Zaid also wants that, yeah?
Hello, Miss Mia. Hello, Miss Mia. Can you hear me? Hello, Miss Mia. Can you hear me? Can you switch on your camera? All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can you move back a bit? You can see yourself in the feed. You can see yourself in the. Can you see yourself in the web? Yeah. So you can move back a little bit on the back.
Sorry.
Ah.
Is it okay that my background is?
Can you cover? Is there anything that you can cover?
I honestly do not have a cloth right now. The white cloth, I don't really know where to find it.
That's okay.
Is there a way for us to change the background? Just
No,
like
it's okay. No need to worry. That's fine.
how about if I move a little further? How about?
Okay. So what you do is do you know how to pin?
I'm sorry.
Just a moment, huh?
How?
Can you see the students here?
Yes, I can.
All right. Okay. Very good. All right. Thank you. Your voice is loud and clear. Very good. And your picture. Okay. That's good. Everything is good.
I'm sorry about the cops.
No problem. No problem. Your video is good enough.
Okay, Temasek Poly, we're going to be starting your language session very soon. Thank you for those who have been back already. So a big thank you to you for being early. We will be starting your language session soon. But before that, we've just been told, well, we didn't expect this, we thought young people would know. Some of you asked what's VR. So VR stands for virtual reality. I'm told that some people apparently didn't know what VR is, so it's okay, I'll just explain. Basically, you put on the headset, you're going to be immersed in this thing, and it's going to be as if you're there, okay? So technology does work in wonders. So again, I think some of you asked the people around what VR is, and so we just quickly explain. VR, of course, stands for virtual reality, okay? So scan that, don't forget to skip the advertisement, and you'll be able to go to the form. From there, just sign up, and if you're interested, I think we got a couple more slots left, can go ahead and do the virtual reality booking. Okay, so again, it's only at one venue. I think the form might have several venues, but there's only one venue anyway. So this is the venue, the function room outside TCC, EN32-3-7/1. Okay, so again, just to help out for those who is wondering what VR is, again, it's virtual reality. So you're going to put on a headset. It's going to be very immersive. So if you put on the headset and you just turn around, it will be as if you're in there. Okay, so that's what the VR is all about. So we're going to be starting your language session very soon. We're just going to wait for about maybe a minute more for most of you to just settle down with your drinks. But again, for those of you who are already here, thank you. We will be starting with your next session very soon. Now remember, all of these are all part of your learning today. It is, of course, all the way to the Philippines. Once again, you've learned a little bit more about the country. You've also learned a little bit about what the Philippines has to offer, the different regions, whether it's north, south, as well as the capital, and you've also seen, the cathedral church as well. So these are things that you've been exposed to, and of course, hopefully, at the end of the day, there will be some keen interest from you to also visit the Philippines. So of course, language session that's coming up very soon, but before that, we do see about maybe 30 more seconds for just those of you coming in to just have your seats, and so far, no sleepyheads yet, so that's a good sign for now. For those of you who have been, paying attention and asking the questions, again, thank you. You will have more chances and opportunities to also still ask, okay? So of course, one thing also, we do know that for our student helpers, do help Zion out later. When you see a student raising their hand, maybe the student helper, you might want to double by raising your hand, so that we're able to see who's also raising a hand, so that we, I think some of you might be raising and waving, but we can't really see you. So for the student helpers, if we may ask for your assistance, if you are with someone who's asking a question, and for instance, Zion is looking on the left and he's on the right, you might want to just wave a little bit, or just just shout a little, hey. We'll be able to direct the attention over there. Okay, so that's something we do seek your attention to. All right, so without further ado, I think most of you already settled down in this instance. Temasek Poly, please join me again. We hope you have some form of energy. Put your hands together. So welcome back your country tour manager, Zaid Hashim, and he will also take you on to the next session about learning the language.
Thank you, Benjamin, and thank you, Temasek Poly. We've now come to the next segment of today's program, which is learning the language of the Philippines. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this will come in handy and useful during your IHL session later on, where you will be interacting with students from the Philippines. All right? Now, I've got my pen and paper here because I will also be learning together with our language expert, a language teacher from the Philippines. She's live right now, joining us all the way from the Philippines. Can we all together put our hands and welcome Miss Mia?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Maybe we can show Miss Mia the amount of people and students, here at Temasek Poly. Miss Mia, can you see that? This is the amount of students.
Yes, I can. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, we're
Hello,
all...
everyone. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I appreciate the kind introduction. Hello, mabuhay. I cannot begin to tell you how honored I am to be speaking here and teaching you a new language. I hope you can hear me very clearly. Okay, so are you all ready?
Are we ready, everybody? Come on. Are we ready, everybody? Fantastic. Okay, we're ready, Miss Mia.
Okay, thank you so much. So, we will learn the Filipino language today. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide, please. Okay, so this is the introduction of Filipino language. So today we will be understanding the basic words that you have to learn if you plan to visit the Philippines. Okay? So the first question would be, what is Filipino? May I ask somebody to come up to the stage if you have an idea about the word Filipino?
All right. What we can do is, because we have student helpers, they can go around with a microphone. So, all right. Does anybody know, as one Miss Mia has said, what is Filipino? Raise your hands. Student helpers, also raise your hands. We will come to you. Does anybody know the answer? You can make a wild guess, that's fine. Question, what is Filipino? Okay, we have somebody there, a volunteer. All right, yeah? All right, we can hear you loud and clear.
Hello, my name is John Tan from PB10.
Hi, morning, John Tan, thank you.
A Filipino.
You're Filipino?
10%.
Oh, 10% one.
A Filipino is a Asian Mexican.
Okay, Miss Mia. So John Tan says Filipino is Asian Mexican.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. I really appreciate it. Yes, Filipino is an Asian Mexican. Okay, let me, is there any other answer? Thank you so much. I think his answer is, or has something to do with our history. Because way back, I think in history, we were once colonized with Europe, and we were colonized for 300 years. So by the Spaniards. So maybe that is the basis of his answer. So we cannot really say that we are pure Filipinos. This is a mixture of different races because of the colonization that once happened in the Philippines.
Okay, so maybe we can hear from you. So Miss Mia, what is Filipino then?
Okay, thank you so much. So Filipino is, it has two meanings. It can be a language, but it can also be used to refer to the locals of the Philippines. Our language is called Filipino, and the people from the Philippines are also called Filipinos. If it's only one, it's Filipino, but when we make it plural, it becomes Filipinos. Okay, so have I answered the question? Now let's go to the learning objective. In studying this topic, we will learn how to greet people from the Philippines. So that is the very first reason why we want to tackle this lesson. And for our warm-up, my second question is, what do you know about the Philippines?
Okay. Well, this is a very good question, because Miss Mia, earlier on we had Miss PG, a tour guide, who was sharing about the Philippines. Okay, maybe we just go with somebody with just one answer here, okay? What do you know about the Philippines? To prove to Miss Mia that you were listening and you know the answer. Okay, wow. Let's go.
Jollibee.
Jollibee.
Oh, wow.
Jollibee.
Wow, that is a very good answer.
You're right.
Yes.
You're not wrong there. Yes, that's right. Let's give her a big round of applause. You got the correct answer. Okay.
Yes, it's because Jollibee is very popular and it originated in the Philippines. So maybe that is the reason why when you hear Jollibee, you think of the Philippines. Thank you so much. Very good.
Yeah, and also a fun fact for everybody. You know, in Singapore, if you go to every estate in Singapore, you can find McDonald's. Am I correct? Yeah? And am I correct that even in Temasek Poly, you have a McDonald's? Yeah? But in the Philippines, do you know that there are more Jollibee than McDonald's? Am I right, Miss Mia?
Yes, it is true. Although you can usually find McDonald's near a Jollibee outlet. There is always McDonald's, but it's a fact that there are more Jollibee branches than McDonald's.
Okay. All right. I think we've gone through with the introduction about the you know, the brief history of the Filipino language. Let's dive in about the words and expressions that maybe we can learn from you about the Filipino language.
Okay, thank you so much. So we will now go through the words and phrases, and in order for us to do this, we will try to complete the sentences. Okay, so next slide, please. So, okay, so we have here the word maganda. Okay, I think this is also familiar to you because this is one of the most popular words in the Philippines. Okay, so maganda is or can be translated into English as beautiful. May I ask you to please say it after me? Let us all say maganda.
All right, everybody. Let's try that again on the count of three. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Maganda. Okay.
Okay, very good. Okay, so when we say maganda, it's beautiful. It means beautiful. Now, we will try to complete this sentence. Okay, if you want to be blank, you have to be beautiful.
Okay. If you want to be blank, you have to be beautiful. Can we get somebody who is brave enough and courageous enough to answer this open-ended question? Sorry, this sentence here. Anybody? If you want to be blank, you have to be beautiful. Raise up your hands. We'll come to you.
Okay. Okay, so I think this question means what do you do? What is the way for you? Or what is something that is possible for you to happen in case you are beautiful? And later, we will try to translate this in Filipino, the word beautiful in Filipino, so that we can be very much familiar with the word. Okay, so maybe that in this sentence, we will try to ask, what will happen if you are beautiful? What is the tendency?
Anybody with the answer? You want to try? Give this a try. If you want to be blank, you have to be beautiful. Anybody? Okay. Yeah.
Me? Hello?
Hello. Hi.
To be a model? Is that correct? Model?
Yes, I think so. Thank you so much. That is a very good answer.
Okay.
If you want to be a model, you have to be beautiful. Okay, that is also correct. Now, if we will try to translate it in Filipino, may I ask you, the same person, please? May I ask you to please say it in Filipino, the last word, beautiful. May I ask you to read the sentence again? Together with your answer, may I ask you please, let's return to the other slide, please. To the previous slide. Number 2. Maganda. Okay. If you want to be a model,
Okay. If you want to be a model, you have to be maganda.
Okay, very good.
Wow,
Thank
well
you so
done.
much. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, now next slide, please. Okay, so this word is umaga. Everybody say please, umaga.
All right. One more time, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Umaga. All right.
Okay, thank you so much. Umaga means morning in English. Okay, so here we use it when if we want to greet somebody. And remember the word beautiful? We usually use it to greet somebody. Good morning. In the Philippines, we say magandang umaga. We just add ng to the word beautiful or to the word maganda. Magandang umaga. So my Filipino mom wakes me up and says, blank, which means it's morning. Okay, what is the missing word here?
Okay, we have another sentence here. My Filipino mom wakes me up and says blank, which means it's morning. Just a show of hands here. You know, we've got such a diverse crowd, okay? How many of you here are Filipino? How many of you are Filipino?
That is a very interesting question. Are there Filipinos in the crowd?
Okay, I'm looking at some people, pointing to some people. How many of you are half Filipino? How many? Half Filipino? Half Filipino? Nice. How many of you are quarter Filipino? How many of you think you are Filipino?
Yes, you can also be Filipino.
Yeah. All right, let's give the opportunity to your friends. All right, if you know the Filipino language, let's give the opportunity to your friends who are learning the language. Okay, so let's have another volunteer in the crowd. All right, the sentence is, my Filipino mom wakes me up and says blank, which means it's morning. Anybody? Just raise up your hand. Okay, the gentleman all the way at the back. Okay.
Mike 7.
Mike 7, all right.
Hello.
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 Hi.
Okay. My Filipino mom wakes me up and says, Umaga maganda, which means it's morning beautiful.
Is that correct, Miss Mia?
Wow.
All right.
Very good. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Okay. That is very good because you can play with the words, and it's true. You can say hello beautiful here. You can say magandang umaga. Okay? Or umaga na. Maganda.
So is it?
Okay. So it means you are referring to a girl. You are greeting a girl.
So is it magandang umaga?
Yes, because in the Philippines, we say maganda plus umaga. We add umaga. That is our word for good morning. Here, good is always beautiful. Good morning. Or morning is always considered to be beautiful. That's why we say maganda. Morning is maganda. Instead of using the word good. And to make this clearer, we add na, N-E, na. It means it's umaga na. It's already morning. Okay, so actually the correct answer here is umaga na, which means it's morning. You have to get up. It's morning, umaga na. Or you can also say good morning, Miss Beautiful. Good morning, Miss Maganda. Thank you so much for the answer. That is very good.
Thank you very much.
So let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, I think this is also very popular. Kumusta ka? Okay? So, kumusta ka, the Filipino translation of how are you? Okay, let's all say to ourselves, kumusta ka? Or to the person on our right. Kumusta ka?
All right, let's turn to your right and look at your friend on your right and say, Kumusta ka? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. For those,
Okay, thank you so much.
for those of you who have not brushed your teeth, you say kumustaka. Yeah, so you can wake up your friends, huh?
Kumusta ka? Okay, Filipinos usually greet how are you by saying, okay, what is it again? Filipinos usually greet how are you by saying the line,
1, 2, 3. Everybody for Miss Mia. 1, 2, 3. One more time. I think Miss Mia needs to hear it out loud. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Kumusta ka? Well done. All right.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so my answer to your question a while ago when you asked me kumusta ka, I would say mabuti. Everybody say mabuti. Okay. So mabuti is the Filipino word for good. It means good. I am good. Mabuti. Okay, so my Filipina grandma asked me, kumusta ka? And I replied, mabuti. Okay, very good. Next slide, please. Okay, number 6, ako si. So this time, it's more than one word or it's a phrase, ako si, which means I am in Filipino. So, what you will do here is you will simply add your name. If you are in the Philippines and you want to introduce yourselves, you will just say ako si, then add your name. Ako si Mia. I am Mia. Okay? So, let's give it a try here. My classmate said, blank Lily, which means I am Lily.
Okay, maybe we can get some of you guys to try this phrase out. Does anybody want to volunteer, all right? Yeah? Okay, we have you. Now, you say it in Filipino, okay? So introduce yourself in Filipino. No English at all. Only Filipino. Here we go.
Aku si Bilal.
Ako si Bilan. Mabuti.
Okay, very good. Kumusta ka?
Mabuti.
Okay, salamat. Thank you so much. Okay, so that is for ako si. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so the word is salamat. Salamat. It means thanks. Okay, so I gave my mom a present and she said,
I gave my mom a present and she said 1, 2, 3. Salamat.
Salamat. Okay, so that's what we say when we want to thank a local. Okay, salamat. And if we want to make it more polite, we will just say salamat po. We will just add po. Everybody say, may I ask you to please say it? Po.
Po.
Okay.
Maybe
Thank you so much.
we get everyone to say it the polite way. So if you wanna speak to a Filipino and you wanna say thank you, we can practice this together and say salamat po. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, well done.
Thank you. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is the answer. If somebody says salamat, you will say walang anuman. It means welcome in Filipino. I think it's longer, but we can give it a try. Walang anuman.
All right, everybody, let's try that again in 1, 2, and 3. Walang anuman. Okay.
Okay, yes, walang anuman. It means welcome. Okay, here's the sentence. I said thank you so much for helping me. He replied blank.
Walang anuman.
Okay, I hope you can remember this phrase. thank you so much. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is what I was saying a while ago. Po at opo. Po is the shortened form of opo. And po at opo are polite Filipino expressions for please or yes. Okay, so if an older person is talking to you or calling your name, you would answer instead of saying yes. We say po, and when we say yes, we say opo. So there is a slight difference between the two. Po is used when you respond to someone who's calling your name, especially if that person is older than you are, or if that person maybe is your teacher or someone that you have to be very polite with, we say po. But when we say yes, we usually say opo. Okay, so there's a difference. Now let's try the sentence. When my barista asks mom a question like, can I have a cup of coffee? She always says blank instead of saying yes. Okay, what do you think are the missing words? Or expressions?
Okay, do we have anybody with the answer here? The sentence is, when my barista asks mom a question like, can I have a cup of coffee? Blank. She always says blank instead of yes. Anybody? Anyone? You can be the same person, it's fine. Do we have a volunteer, student helpers? Just help me out here as well. Just raise up your hand if you see somebody raising up their hand. The sentence is, when my barista asks mom a question like, can I have a cup of coffee? Blank. She always says blank instead of saying yes. Okay, we have somebody over there. Okay. So you read the whole sentence, okay?
When my barista asks mom a question like, can I have a cup of coffee or a bowl? She always says a bowl instead of saying yes.
All right, let's give you a big round of applause. Is that correct, Miss Mia?
Okay,
All right.
very good. Thank you so much for your answer. That is correct. Okay, so when a barista asks mom a question like, can I have a cup of coffee po? She always says opo instead of saying yes. So I think what the sentence means here is that both the barista and his mom and the speaker's mom are both Filipinos. That's why the barista knows how to use po, and his mom says opo. Okay, that is correct. We always add po if we want to be polite. Thank you for your answer. Thank you. Okay, so next slide, please. Okay, so we come now to the application. We will translate the following Filipino words and phrases with your partner. So maybe we can find our partner, maybe the person who is sitting beside us. That could be our partners. Okay, so we will translate the following Filipino words. Okay, are you ready?
Oh, they look ready, okay. All right, so for this segment, everybody just look to your left or right. Make sure you have a partner. Look at the person dead in the eye and tell them, you are going to be my partner. All right, the first Filipino sentence that you have to translate, Miss Mia, what is it?
Okay, so this is already the Filipino translation. It means I am he. So what we will do is to practice it using our own name. and we will introduce ourselves to our partners, okay? So everybody say, let's try it now. Ako si Lily. So you can introduce yourself to your partner, please.
Okay, let's practice together and introduce yourself to the person beside you and say Akose with your name. All right, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Next slide, please. Okay, so that is the English translation. I am Lily. Okay, now this time, we will say ako, I. So we will replace si with I. It means I am Singaporean. Ako, I, Singaporean. Now you can say something about yourself to your partner, telling him or her about your nationality. Okay, ako, I.
Okay. Just a show of hands here. How many of you in the audience, in this auditorium here, you're not Singaporean? Whether you're from an ASEAN country, or whether you're from, a European country or an Asian country, raise up your hand. Okay. So, most of you here are Singaporean, so I think this sentence is applicable to you, but if not, then you can use your nationality, okay? Alright, let's practice this with the people or the person beside you, and let's go with this. Ako Singaporean.
Oh, I Singaporean.
Oh, ako ay Singaporean. Alright, ready? Okay, let's go on with the next slide.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, kumusta ka?
Okay.
Kumusta ka?
Alright. Does anybody know what is kumusta ka? We went through this earlier on. Alright? Yeah, what is the answer for kumusta ka? We have a student here.
How are you?
How are you? I'm fine, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Good.
Mabuti.
Okay, mabuti.
Mabuti.
Kumusta ka? Mabuti.
Yeah, you're catching on the Filipino. Are you?
Okay, how are you?
Are you Filipino? Confirm, huh? 1-8 Filipino. You want to be Filipino? Okay, good. She wants to be Filipino.
Okay, of course the answer is mabuti. Okay, next slide please. Okay, it means good. And of course, let's say this to our partner, salamat.
Alright, now if you turn to your right, let's turn to your left, okay? So your left. Turn to your left this way and say salamat. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, next slide please. And the answer is, what would you say? What would you say if somebody says salamat?
1, 2, 3. Walang anuman. Alright.
Okay, walang anuman. Welcome. Welcome. Walang anuman. Okay, next please. Okay, welcome. Next please. Next slide please. Okay, so this one, we usually say this if we are going out of the house because it's in our culture to always tell our parents if we want to, we can simply leave the house. Okay, so we say, aalis na po ako. Aalis na po ako. It means goodbye. Okay, let's try to practice this. Aalis na po ako.
Okay, this is quite a mouthful. Okay, let's do this together, right? Everybody on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow, you guys are catching on really, really quickly. Wow.
Okay, thank you so much. Actually, you can shorten this you can remove the first A. You can just say alis. Alis na po ako. Okay, so you can contract that word. It means goodbye. Alis na po ako. Alis na ako. Okay, so it means goodbye. Thank you. Do you also say it, or do you also tell your parents when you are going out of the house? In our place, it's a big thing. It's a big deal. Okay, so we have here the everyday conversations. We have in our language, we have the formal and informal, just like in English. So the first one is how are you, and informal usage we say kumusta ka, and in informal we just say, can you see it? Can you see the slide? Okay, so in informal, if we are just talking to our friends, instead of saying kumusta ka, we remove ka and we say kumusta.
Kumusta? Okay. So everybody.
So I am good. I'm good. Informal, we say mabuti. Mabuti po, if you want to make it polite. But if we're just talking to our friend, we just say okay lang. Okay lang. Lang is used when you mean just. Okay lang. I'm just okay. Okay? Okay lang. That is for informal. And thank you. Maraming salamat po. Informal usage. We can say it, or we can use salamat. We can shorten it to salamat. Okay? And for welcome, instead of saying walang anuman in informal usage, we say wala yun, it's nothing. Okay, may I ask everybody to say wala yun.
One more time, everybody. 1, 2, and 3. Wala yung.
Okay, so it means it's nothing. And we also have this expression of saying it like this, wala yun. We use our hand, we say, wala yun. Okay, so that is being a Filipino. And the last word is goodbye. In formal usage, we say paalam. Actually, the word paalam is used when, or between lovers who are now going to break up. We say paalam. But if it means, if you just want to say that you will go out or you will leave, you will just say aalis na ako. Okay, so there is a difference. Paalam is usually used in a very sad situation. Okay, I know you can relate. Thank you so much. Next slide, please. Do you have a question? Okay, so this is around the world. We have here a text. I think I can just read this for you. In the Philippines, expressing gratitude is very important. Thank you or salamat po is a phrase that is used among older people to show politeness and respect. At present, Filipinos normally put po in their sentences regardless of the age of the person they talk to. This is their way of raising polite children, which can also pass down the culture to the next generation. Okay, so using this text, we have here two follow-up questions. The first one is, why do Filipinos put po in their sentences?
All right, I think this one is something that we went through earlier. So, why do Filipinos use po in the sentences? Anybody? Anybody? Suddenly, like very silent. Anyone with a why do Filipinos use po in the sentences? Just raise up your hand. We'll come to you. Hey, Why do Filipinos use po in the sentences? It's a very, yes, okay, we have somebody over there. The gentleman with the green shirt. Can we get a microphone to him? Why do Filipinos use po in the sentences? All right? We have a student helper going up the stairs. Just be very careful as you go up the stairs. Take your time, but hurry up. The one with the green shirt, the one with the green shirt on top, just right on top there, yeah. Okay, so why do Filipinos use the word po?
To show politeness and respect to the elderly.
To show politeness and respect to the elderly. Miss Mia, is that correct?
Yes, it is correct.
All right, give a big hand, everybody. Thank you. Wow.
Thank you so much. Okay, the question number 2 is, how do they make sure that the future generation will still observe the Filipino culture?
Okay, this is a very weighted question. How do they make sure that the future generation will still observe the Filipino culture? Anybody with the answer? Yeah, okay. We got the a representative from the corner over there.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
They usually say po after various sentences, like a lot of sentences, so that their children can see it and then pass it down to the next generation.
Miss Mia, you heard that?
Yes, thank you so much. That is correct.
That is correct. A big hand, everybody.
Thank you
Absolutely
so much.
correct.
Okay, so that's how we try to pass down the culture to the next generation. Okay, so this part is the responsive Q&A portion. Okay, so in case you have a question, maybe you can ask about it now. Do you have a question for me to answer?
Okay, we're gonna give you 1 minute to quickly shoot some questions from Miss Mia. We have the QR code for Slido up on the screen. All right, just be mindful and be respectful as well with your questions. Let's shoot those questions so Miss Mia will be able to take on those questions that you have. All right, I think we have a very good question here. The question is there any intonation that you have to follow? Because you know, in the Filipino language, right, there is that, you know, there is that intonation. Is there any intonation that you have to follow? Miss Mia.
I'm sorry. Did you say Indonesian?
Yeah, the intonation, you know, well, you know, the way that the Filipino language is being spoken.
Intonation.
Yeah, that's right.
Intonation. Did you say intonation?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for that question. That is, yes, the answer is there is an intonation. But actually in the Philippines, the intonation of the people differs in region because we have different regions in the Philippines and in each region and even in each hometown, we have a very unique intonation. Just like me, I am a Filipina. I am from the Philippines, but I am not based in Manila, which is the capital city. I am from the southern part of the Philippines. I am from Bicol region, and we have a different intonation. So actually, using the right Filipino intonation is a challenge, not just for foreigners, but even to locals, because we usually take our local accent or intonation with us. So if since I am in Bicol, I have my own dialect. When I went to Manila and I taught in a private school there, my intonation, my pronunciation were very different. But since I live there for 9 years, I get used to it. So there is an intonation, and you can see or you can hear that intonation if you watch YouTube videos. There are Filipino vloggers. You can see how they speak Filipino or Tagalog, and that is the intonation that is popular in the Philippines.
All right, thank you very much, Miss Mia. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, can we all give a big round of applause for Miss Mia, for sharing the language with you?
By the way, I just want to clarify. I think I have a mistake a while ago when I said that the answer to the student who said that Filipino is a Mexican, Asian and Mexican. I think I have answered maybe because he based his answer on the fact that we were once colonized by the Spaniards. And what I was trying to say is we were once colonized by the Spaniards, by the Americans, Japanese, and other foreigners. So maybe it has something to do with the American people, American colonization in the Philippines.
All right, thank you for the clarification, Miss Mia.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, folks, before we say goodbye to Miss Mia, can we all say it in the Filipino language that you just learned? We're going to say thank you in Filipino the polite way. All right, you know what it is. Together in one whole auditorium, let's say thank you to Miss Mia. 1, 2, 3. One more time for Miss Mia to hear. 1, 2, 3. Salamat po, Miss Mia. And
walang anuman, mabuhay.
Aalis na po ako.
Aalis na ako.
Okay. All right, folks, that's the end of the session of the language. We hope you learned something along the way. I hope you took notes. Okay, let's give Miss Mia once again a big round of applause. And also, it is time for me to welcome back your program MC. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Benjamin Liao.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, can we give Miss Mia a big round of applause? So now that you've learned the language, remember, you can actually just use it later during the IHL, and of course some fun facts as well, Speaking of Filipinos, I don't know if you know, but people like, say, Bruno Mars, what's her name, the driver license girl, Olivia Rodrigo, I think, they all do have some form of Filipino heritage as well. So it's gonna have some fun facts for you to learn about today. So, speaking of which fun fact, another fun fact, VR is virtual reality. So if you haven't had that one in, scan the QR code today. And remember, function room, of course, there's only one. So I think if the form has a couple, there's only one at the end. Okay, so VR booking session. We only have a couple of slots left, so I am supposed to tell you to quickly scan it. Remember, this is the part where you put on the headset, you're gonna immerse yourself in the virtual reality. So that's part of your Global Studies virtual trip, and today all the way to the Philippines. So if you haven't scanned that, remember to scan that code, and this will be the room right outside TCC EN32-3-7/1. Okay, so that will be the VR room. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, today we have a whole slew of programs for you. We've finished the country introduction, we've finished the language portion of it, and then the business and society forum will be coming up. But of course, we're gonna have you with a quick break. Okay, we do have time for a quick break or so. So we're gonna give you a quick toilet break. For those of you who need the washroom, please visit it. And remember, it will start at about 11:30 a.m. Okay, so this is the time that you can go for your quick break at this point in time. If you need to have that quick coffee, go ahead and do so. Teh peng, whatnot. please go ahead and do so and be back here by 11:30 a.m. Now, at the same time, we have to remind you that there will be another attendance record QR code. We're not sure what time it will be coming up, but just look out for that one. Remember, you have to have 2 in order to be considered present. Okay, so again, your next program will be the Business and Society Forum. You're going to be learning more about the situation in the Philippines, and very importantly, we will have speakers that will share with you. At this point of time, please go for your break, and if you wish to have your quick coffee, teh peng, milo peng, whatever, please go ahead and do so. Okay, so we'll see you back here at 11:30 a.m. Our student helpers will also usher you back in later on.
Hello, test, 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 1, 2. Hi. Okay, Miss Mina and Mr. Sunil, can you test your sound and video, please? Hello, Miss Mina. Hello, Mr. Sunil. Miss Mina, can you try your voice? All right, thank you very much. That's very, very good. Okay, I hope you all can see the screen, right? Very clear, right? Okay, you all can see the students are here. Now we're just waiting for one more. We'll be starting about 11:35. Just to give us a bit of. Okay, can you guys pin TCC? Can you pin TCC so that you all can see? If not, it will move to speakers. So if you pin, right? How to pin is you move right to participant. You press on participant. You can see your names. Then there's a 3 dot. Okay, you find TCC and then you just need to pin it. Okay, that's how you pin. All right, thank you so much for that. Okay, we just waiting for one. Then after that we can start off. Right.
Hi, Benjamin. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Are you able to turn on your camera so we can take a look how it looks like?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, very good.
Hello, Mr. Benjamin.
Hi, hello.
Okay, good, thank you. Can you try your video and your voice again, Mr. Benjamin? Alright, thank you. That's very good. Thank you so much. Alright, thank you. Okay, speakers, we are starting in about 5 minutes. Okay, what I need you to do in the next 2 minutes, I need you all to turn on your camera so that we can pin you on the screen itself. Right, thank you so much, Mr. Sunil. Thank you. All right. Great, great. Okay, we will be starting in about 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, please, thank you for your patience, and we will move on as soon as possible. Thank you so much.
All right, so for those of you just returned back, I'm supposed to remind you, please enter back to the microsite to ensure that you can. If you have any issues, let us know, okay? So again, behind me, there's a QR code. Just make sure you follow the 3 instructions, get it correct. And if you have any problem, just let us know. We will be starting your Business and Society Forum very soon. But again, here's us checking in to make sure this is for your IHL exchange later on. So just make sure that you can actually log in, okay? Because you'll be meeting students that are from the other schools, and these are the students from the Philippines, okay? So in the meantime, we're going to be starting your Business and Society Forum very soon. So again, we're just going to wait for about a couple of you to be back, and then we're going to officially kickstart the Business and Society Forum, and that's when you'll be able to, of course, learn about the many opportunities, the experiences that our speakers have to share with you. Okay? So again, ladies and gentlemen, so far we thank you. We know that about 80% in the room are still alive. 20% already need, you need a place somewhere in the burial ground, no? Because you look so flat like that. I'm a bit scared, because I swear there is someone, but I can't say who. I don't know, embarrass the person. There is someone in this room now, the face is now like that. And I don't want to wake you up. I think you're dreaming. I hope it's a good dream. Hopefully you are eating Jollibee in that dream. We're still waiting for a couple of people at the top to just finally sit, and we'll start, yeah? So that's what we're doing, okay? Okay, so the Business and Society Forum will begin very soon. So again, Temasek Poly, again, we thank the 80% who's still alive. The other 20%, we hope you can clap in your dreams. But for the 80% of you, Temasek Poly, give yourself a big round of applause, please, for being alive. Thank you. Thank you so much. For those that mouth open like the fountain like that, wishing well, maybe you can throw the popcorn inside. They might stay awake after that. But in any case, we're going to be beginning the Business and Society Forum now. And this is the part, again, we do encourage questions because some of you may be interested in starting maybe a form of business, business opportunity, or an internship. These are the speakers we have. Unfortunately, we're not able to have them on site with you here physically at Temasek Poly, but with the power of technology, we're able to have them here virtually with us. Okay, so without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's kickstart your Business and Society Forum. I hope you're ready for this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, here at Temasek Poly, with whatever strength you have before lunch, can you please give a round of applause to welcome back the country tour manager of the day, Zayed Hashim.
Thank you, Benjamin. All right, everybody, welcome back once again. We hope you had a good short break, and welcome to the Business and Society Forum. Ladies and gentlemen, let me share with you very quickly what the Business and Society Forum is all about. Now, the title of the Business and Society Forum is about creating a futuristic ASEAN in the technology and innovations space and fastest growth industries in the Philippines. All right, the question is, did you know that the Philippines is the world's second largest market for business process outsource, also known as BPO, with the world's largest concentration of call center workers in 2021. That's right, that's right during the pandemic. Well, digitalization, which is said to be a mega trend of the future, has accelerated during the pandemic. The question also is, how has it impacted these high growth industries in the Philippines? Ladies and gentlemen, we want to join you in the Business and Society Forum to find out industry and career opportunities to explore what a Singaporean youth should do to seize opportunities and start thinking about creating your future. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a big welcome to all three of our speakers who are joining us virtually. Well, they have taken their time off from their very busy schedules. Can we all give them a big round of applause before I introduce them? Our first speaker, as you can see, we have Ms. Carmina Magistrado. Ms. Carmina is an Assistant Vice President for Customer Strategy and Marketing for AIA Philippines. She has over 12 years of experience in marketing, business development, partnerships, and campaign management in various sectors such as retail, e-commerce, loyalty, insurance, and financial industry. That's Ms. Carmina up on the screen. And also joining us, we have Mr. Sunil Gupta. Mr. Sunil Gupta is Head of Strategic Operations and a member of the Regional Leadership Team of Cognizant Philippines. He is leading a project for digital business operations on a hybrid working model that affects approximately 80,000 associates working in 45 cities across around 20 countries globally. Our next speakers, of course, we have is Mr. Benjamin Wong, co-founder and chief executive officer of Kenobi, a software-as-a-service digital career accelerator that empowers Asia's Gen Z to land their dream jobs. That's right, everybody. This is somebody you want to listen from. And he also trailblazers on the Forbes 30 Under 30 for the year 2020 across the Asian region. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, I just want to share with you, we've done this forum before. So the format is this. We have designed this forum for you, okay? We have various categories and topics for you to choose from. So this forum is going to be interactive, where you will decide what questions you want the speakers to answer, all right? And to the speakers, I just want to say welcome and thank you so much for joining us. My name is Zainul Hashim, and it is my pleasure to be the moderator for this forum today. Let's go on to the first question. The first question, or the first category I must say, is regarding industry opportunities. All right, students, now is the time for you to whip out your phone and for you to cast a vote, and let's see the questions or the question that you want the speakers to answer. Let's give a few more seconds before we decide on the questions, on the popularity of the question. Well, speakers as well, I just want to say good morning, and are you able to say hello? We just want to test your audio as well. Miss Carmina?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Carmina. Mr. Sunil, how are you?
Good, guys. Good to be here. Thank you very much.
Mr. Benjamin Wong?
Hey, hi everyone. Very nice to be here.
Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, so it seems like you have decided, or majority of you are leaning towards learning about the latest industry trend and what are the latest exciting industry trends and developments in the Philippines, and you want some examples. Well, I think maybe we can have Mr. Sunil Gupta first to share about this.
Yep. Sure. So, I divide the answer in two categories. One is the trends for the consumers in the Philippines, those who stay in the Philippines as a society, how we are seeing some of the things. And second side, we can look at what we refer as BPO industry. This is one of the largest destinations globally. So what's happening in that industry? So firstly, looking at the consumer, there is a lot of digitization and automation happening in banking, investing and trading, and healthcare. I've taken two examples. So on the healthcare side, because of the pandemic, globally, telemedicine took off in a big way. So Philippines was also not behind, and most of the hospitals and insurance providers, they created services and apps around supporting their target audiences, remotely. So there's entire evolution happening. It's a journey. Some countries might have done certain things more than what Philippines has done, and Philippines might be ahead in some other aspects compared to some other countries. So this is an exciting area that there's today, whatever could not be done earlier physically, remotely, is getting done remotely. At the same time, there is a physical consultation involved, there are hospital records involved. So all the providers and ecosystem players are upgrading their systems and technologies. So there's a huge opportunity there. Then secondly, looking at banking and investing, you look at now there is a concept of internet-based banks here, like there is a bank ING which is open at presence without any branch in the Philippines. There are products like insurance policies, trading in stocks or other instruments, including crypto, has been well established in the Philippines. There are properly legal frameworks and applications which are there. And recently I opened an account for trading where it was all online. I didn't have to visit even for KYC the branch. So those are the experiences many of you can relate growing in this age. But these are big achievements for any country to enable their citizens to do processes in an electronic manner. Now coming to industry, which is BPO industry, today around $30 billion revenue generation, employing directly around 1.2 million people. There's a lot of exciting things. BPO to us from outside might look like a very simple call center function, but it is not so much so. There's a lot of exciting career opportunities. There's a lot of automation. There's a lot of artificial intelligence and data analytics based work happening. So I'll give you an example. There is a healthcare services provider in US. They make pacemakers and other devices, and they're leading provider for that particular service and product there. And we run a team here with services there, patients who have got embedded with their pacemaker devices. So what these patients reach out to the company is through a pager system. They have a classic query, or their battery is down, or they just want to have a follow-up or concern. That aging message lands with the Philippines team. And then there is a robot which is trained with the data of the doctors of that company, approved providers who are on the duty. So the beauty of this is that the robot knows where the patient is located, it looks at the nearest doctor and it pages at the doctor. Now, the human intervention involved. Human monitors whether the patient has been contacted by the doctor in a reasonable time and if the service has been provided or not. The issues occur there, and I'm just sharing it because once the patient answered was not a customer of this company, so the robot could not authenticate it, and it led to a delay, and it obviously was not a successful transaction, right? So there is a lot of opportunity. I would urge all of you to build your own knowledge and network and keep learning. I'll hand over to Benjamin and Nina to add.
Sure, maybe if you can have, thank you, Mr. Sunil Gupta. Maybe if Ms. Carmina or Mr. Benjamin, if you have anything to weigh on that or add on, please feel free to do so.
I couldn't agree more with Mr. Sunil because if there is something that changed in terms of way for working in the Philippines, the pandemic did that so much. So I believe that most of the companies here are working already remotely. And to add on to that, the moving e-commerce platform, because as you know, in the Philippines there are a lot of brick and mortar stores, meaning there are a lot of physical stores, very traditional, especially on the retail perspective. And so when the pandemic happened, most of the industry, most of the companies have already shifted to the e-commerce platform, utilizing different marketplaces, and some have already created their own. And also in terms of marketing and advertising, most companies already shifted to social media, digital platforms in terms of creating their ads, because these are specific executions that are already measurable versus the traditional ones like printing posters, flyers, and other billboards.
Well, thank you, Ms. Carmina. Well, I've got a question as well. Any of you can just answer this question because, well, during the pandemic, I think a lot of things happened and we had to adjust ourselves. I mean, for the students here in Temasek Poly, to put it into context, they had to, shift into home-based learning, while, professionals like us, we had to shift to work remotely as well. Do any of you foresee that working remotely will happen in the next 5 to 10 years? Would it stay? Maybe Mr. Benjamin, if you could chime in on this.
Yeah, sure. I think remote working is definitely here to stay. You have remote learning, you have remote working. I don't know what else is remote in the future. I mean, you probably have many things that are remote. I don't know, remote caregiving. I don't know, I have no idea. It's a new future related. I work with a lot of Gen Zs. The average age of my company is 24. I'm not too far off the age myself. So we are all quite young in general. And I think that it also poses a new set of challenges and interesting opportunities in remote working. I think that Gen Zs like yourself, I don't think you're even Gen Zs anymore, those in Poly. I think you're probably Gen Alphas. That's a new term that I haven't used in a while. But for those of you here, I think you want different things, right? You want to have the ability to be perhaps in Bali, in a resort, working, and also having another 2 days in a week in the office, playing ping pong, or having some meals with your office workers. Right? You want the best of both worlds. So I think that's really what we actually find in this current day and age. With remote work itself, the challenge really is in getting people bonded together. Because what happens with remote work is that people start to see themselves as contractors. They start to see themselves as just a piece as part of the whole machine, right? And sometimes there isn't enough interactions that can be done online that actually makes people a part of the team. So that is something that is we actually find as we work globally and remotely with people in the Philippines as well. That happens to be the case. But there are some other thoughts as well on how we can actually solve that. And maybe I can take another question.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Benjamin. Well, I just want to clarify with the audience here. I mean, are you guys Gen Z or, as Mr. Benjamin Wong said, Gen Alpha? Gen Zs, right? Or Gen Alpha? All right, so it's a mix. Well, very interestingly as well, because I think for everyone here to understand, the demands and the needs of the future, I would say, workers, or the future of working style is going to be very different from what has happened over the past 10 years. I think we can go to the next category or the question. All right, everybody, we have the next category, which is now about the career opportunities for Singaporean youths. Now, I understand that some of you may be in, year 1, SEM 2, or year 2, SEM 1, but it's also a good time to consider what's going to happen right after your graduation, okay? To start thinking about your career. And I think this question these questions that you have, will allow our speakers to share some advice as well. Okay, well, the most popular one is obviously, right after, maybe in your year 3, you're going to go for your internship. And the question is, what are internship opportunities for Singaporean students in the Philippines? Or what are reliable websites or recruitment, companies that, you can look for? Well, Mr. Benjamin, I understand that, you are, the CEO of Kinobi. You help Gen Zs land their dream jobs. And I think you're the best person, to answer this question before we can get, Mr. Sunil Gupta and Ms. Karmina to chime in.
Yeah, of course. I think that this question is sometimes a bit hard to answer. I think mainly because politely, it does seem to be the other side, where Filipinos do come to Singapore. Right? That's really most of the case. But what is a Singapore student going to do in the Philippines? I think one is that in the Philippines, people are less uptight, less kanchiong, in our own like Singlish slang, right, they will say. They're less kanchiong about things. It's a very different kind of culture. In the Philippines, they call it a Barkada spirit, which means that people come together, to sing songs after 5 p.m. It's not about getting things done, it's about being a family. Right? So a very, very kind of different kind of culture. So what does it mean for a Singapore student? One is that I think that if you go overseas, you can broaden your perspective of what it really feels like to work in another country apart from Singapore. Different expectations, different culture. The second one is slightly more technical. As a Singaporean, I think that what are Singaporean students good at in some things? I think what Singapore teaches you to be in some sense is to be in some ways good at processes. So I think that's one thing that Singapore students can bring to the table in Philippine companies, where you actually understand processes, you build the processes, you manage these processes. So those are areas that I think are very useful, and you have been taught this in school since pretty young. A third thing then is really understanding even more in depth. Right? What are some of these opportunities? So I think opportunities-wise in the Philippines, you can look at those that are within the technology company sector. So what are these opportunities? You have opportunities such as in digital marketing. You have opportunities in product management. You have opportunities in what I call as tech-like roles. You don't necessarily need to code to understand and get into these jobs. All you need to have is really to have an open mindset, understand how it is for a company to actually, sort of sell in a B2C or B2B way, and you can take up most of these roles there. Yeah, so I think really that's how I would actually look at into a Singapore student actually fitting into the culture, into the system, what comparative advantage the Singapore student has, and what are some of these roles.
All right, thank you, Mr. Benjamin Wong. Well, Ms. Karmina and Mr. Sunil, I think, maybe you could also share maybe what sort of expectations can the students have, for internships in the Philippines? Maybe we can invite Ms. Karmina or Mr. Sunil?
Yeah, I can go quickly. Yeah. Sure. So one of the interesting areas of opportunity in the Philippines is for people speaking and coming from different languages. Philippines is not only servicing English language-based services for their clients, and we ourselves employ people with maybe 15 language sets, right? So native speakers of different languages have opportunities in the CU as the students can look at that itself as a beautiful way, like, most of the social networking companies, which you are all might be familiar with, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, they have huge need for people to service their different technical and other business needs where they need people with the native language. So there is a huge opportunity in automation industry with working with vendors who work for these companies. One thing I like to call out is be cautious about the visa requirements. Like any country, Philippines has its own work and labor laws. So be patient, do a good due diligence, work with trusted providers, and as much as possible work with known companies and people so that there's no scam or no untoward development. We need to be very watchful. We end up sometimes trusting on the net what we see. We need to validate it through a real point contact also. That's one thing I would just like to highlight.
Thank you, Mr. Sunil. Ms. Carmina, is there anything you'd like to add on? Maybe you can shed some light on internship opportunities in the Philippines?
Maybe I can add on in terms of how we youth can actually maximize their internship in the Philippines to build a foundation for a successful career. Do not be afraid to ask for more. Meaning, if you want a more challenging task and where you feel you can contribute, you can ask your direct supervisor or direct head. Because sometimes there are students who are asking, they don't want me to print this thing, photocopy this thing, or send this email, more administrative tasks. But if you feel you can contribute, do not be afraid to ask. Do not hesitate to ask questions. If anything doesn't make sense, or if you need more context of the task that are being asked to do. There are a lot of recruitment websites or companies that are being widely used in the Philippines as a job street. LinkedIn is very useful as well, where you can directly connect and talk to hiring managers. And of course, you'll be able to express your objectives to seek opportunities and learn directly from the experts.
All right, thank you. I think we've covered quite comprehensively on the areas you can look for for internship opportunities, and our speakers have also shared what sort of expectations you can expect from your internships, as well as what you can bring forth in your internship. All right, we're going to go on with our third category of this forum with the questions relating to the realities of living and working overseas. All right, everybody, now is your chance for you to cast your votes, and let's see what you like for our speakers to address. Okay, wow, all right. So I think it's going to be either a culture shock or pros and cons of living and working overseas. Okay, maybe we can, just at the same time, just intertwine with those two questions. Okay, maybe we can take on the pros and cons of living and working overseas, yeah? So what is the biggest advantage for a Singaporean youth to gain work experience in the Philippines? And what is one biggest disadvantage? What is also the hardest part of working in the Philippines? Well, Miss Carmina, I understand you're a Filipino, you're working in the Philippines. Maybe you can take on this question.
Okay. Firstly, to address the question, number one, the biggest advantage of a Singaporean youth to gain experience in the Philippines is their exposure to digitalization and modernization. This knowledge will take you to good companies and would greatly contribute to industries gearing towards digitization. On the other hand, the culture in workplace and environment in the Philippines and Singapore is very different. A Singaporean youth might find this a challenge at first, but dealing with locals will eventually turn out to be an advantage as well. Because in the Philippines, not all of the
because not everyone has access to it. But eventually, especially when the pandemic started, more and more Filipino people are already gearing towards technology. So maybe in terms of the hardest part of working in the Philippines, well, being a third world country, to be honest, salaries are low, especially when you are starting your career. And given that you don't have any work experience. But the country has emerging markets that can provide you good compensation as you progress in your career and of course, new experiences that would help build your portfolio as a professional. Because when you are starting, it's really important for you to really gain that knowledge, gain that experience, and then eventually the salary will come sooner. And then I guess it's also important to give 101% of your dedication and ability. So you don't really need to be a workaholic to be able to, step that ladder. But I think I champion collaboration among teams because working together gives better yet faster results. We also more embracing in terms of change and challenge yourself to expand your limits. And this will result to learning more and improving ways of working.
Well, Ms. Carmina, I heard you mentioning something earlier, as you were sharing that the Filipinos are not very accepting to technology. So, could you share some examples about this?
For instance, before the pandemic, not everyone is very keen into paying their bills online. They really go to the store, they go to let's say, the electric company office to pay their bills. If they want to transact any bank-related transactions, they would go directly to the bank, the brick and mortar bank. But it changed drastically during the pandemic because they don't have a choice. They started to engage already in terms of transacting online, like the bank transfer. They also get to understand how paying bills actually works online. So maybe it's also because not everyone, in the third countries, like I mentioned, not everyone has access to internet connection. But right now it's quite improving, and hopefully in the coming years it will already be 100% digitization within the country.
Okay. Now, I just want to touch on this with the audience here. I think this is something that everybody can relate. Okay, I've got a question for every one of you here, the audience here. How many of you, all right, when you make purchases, let's say for food or drinks or your clothes, you actually use cash? Raise up your hand. You only use cash. Okay, just to share with the speakers, I'm seeing like one or two hands. How many of you use digital payments like PayNow, Payla, GrabPay? Raise up your hands, please. Yeah? So do you realize something that actually, right, what Ms. Carmina has mentioned earlier on, that, the Filipinos are not really accepting to technology. This is actually an opportunity, if you were to reframe it and look at it, that there are opportunities in the area of technologies that you can explore working in the Philippines. Because we're now in Singapore, we're using a lot of digital payments, but as compared to the Philippines, there's room to grow, there's opportunities there to explore. Well, Mr. Sunil Gupta, maybe you've worked in the Philippines and you've had a wealth of experience working in the Philippines. Could you share, a bit about the pros and cons as well as the culture from your own experience working in the Philippines?
Yep. On culture, I talk about two things. Coming from India, we were used to working with colleagues and business partners a lot on phone. And the Philippines, when I came here 10 years and even now, is a text-friendly business context. So like, if you're not with someone, the first preference is not to call the person, but to text the person. Now that could be on your company messaging platform, or it could be any public text or WhatsApp or whatever tool. But this was like, for me, an adjustment because I used to prefer calling people and then there was no response. And when I expect the immediate response. So that was one thing. And second thing was how we talked in the meeting. Again, this was my first exposure living and working in a different, country compared to where I've been raised and brought up in India. So we used to speak very fast and loud by nature. But when we moved here, we realized that people prefer to talk a bit slow and also be given opportunity by asking rather than assuming that people will contribute to the meeting. So we need to be a bit more aware when we are in a new environment. There are people who will have different biases and different ways of communicating and accepting each other. We need to be more patient around that. That's on the cultural shock side and the work style, communication style side. And I think it's the self-reflection to make oneself more comfortable and also understand where others might be coming from. So we need to keep engaging with people to build our own selves in the new environment. And today, it's not a situation which is too country specific. Today, there's so much of global population movement. There are people from different ethnicities moving across. So I think you should be always mindful of our environment and be a bit more proactive to understand how to adapt to a situation in whichever we are in a group of people.
All right, thank you, Mr. Sunil. I got a question though. You came from India, working in the Philippines. Now, if there was an option, if there was a choice, how would you find the working culture in the Philippines? Because from what I understand, the Filipinos are fun people to work with. Is that true?
Absolutely. Yeah. So you talked about, Benjamin talked about Bagada as an element. Here, everything is community-driven, fun-driven, creativity-driven, and there's a lot of respect people have for each other. So at office, often in a certain management style, individual success will be too much of a criteria. But here, community really matters. So we need to take care of the teams in a holistic manner, not just the top performers. Of course, we need to take care of top performers also. So if someone who is very ambitious, very dynamic, will need to probably, enhance the patience part when coming to a country like Philippines. So one will need to be a bit more accommodative of everyone to come together. And I think that has emerged socially because country has always faces so many natural challenges from typhoons, from other nature-made challenges that as they overcome the community feeling, the banyan feeling is really which keeps everyone together.
That's right. I think with all the challenges that Philippines has gone through, it has made them more resilient. It has made them stronger as well. Well, maybe I can get Mr. Benjamin Ong here, to just jump in on this. What would you say, or what would you guess on, the future generations of Filipinos to be, the Gen Zs or the Gen Alphas? What would you expect them to be in the future?
Well, this is a very tough question. I can say the same for Singapore, but I cannot say the same for Filipino youth.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a tough question. I think the Filipinos are really good at a few things. They're good at customer service, and what we call in these modern day terms is customer success. And customer success roles are very well paid roles. Sometimes they are roles that can be paid as well as even a product manager, right? That's slightly more technical, right? So you don't really need engineering, you don't really need a communications degree per se, but it's more about how you make the person feel in technology, because in a technology company, if you are able to cause a client to recur his revenue and stay on, that actually saves the company more money than acquiring a new customer. Right? That's why customer success managers are very important, and Filipinos do very well. Other things that Filipino youths will do very well is graphic design. With the whole new entire spur towards TikTok, which I'm pretty sure everyone in the Temasek Poly room has an account.
Yeah, definitely.
You here are creators, right? And the creator economy essentially is the Filipino economy. I operate TikTok across 4 or 5 countries across Asia, and in fact, the Filipino TikTok is the best, the highest views, is the most creative. Right? It's just what it is. Like, I think it's and wired into the system. They are extremely creative.
Yeah, they've got 105 million people there in the Philippines. I'm pretty sure you can find lots of creative people there.
Yeah, so I think these are the two main things that we actually find. The future of the Philippines, Filipino students and youths. I think, like as a Singaporean, we're using what is your response right there. I think one is that, like, really go and visit the country. I think that would be very interesting, especially on the work culture shocks, etc. You start to understand what the country is like and how the system is. Like, for example, just now, when Ms. Carmina talked about payments, right? Like in Singapore, we have PayLah. It is three banks that talk to each other, the UOB, OCBC, and DBS. In the Philippines, the BPI doesn't speak to East West Bank. They don't talk to each other. Yeah, so they have their own QR code, but it's powered by GCash and PayMongo, but etc. But the thing is that sometimes it doesn't work, right? And like what the perspective as youth coming from Singapore is not to go there and say, oh, this is like that, this is like that. Right? Instead, I think the perspective is to go there and say that it's not even like, oh, how can I help you? Right? It's more like, oh yeah, it's fine. Just use cash. It's okay. You start to have a very different perspective of life, and through that you may have conversations that are interesting. So I think that is the kind of thing that really interesting for all of you here.
All right, thank you, Mr. Benjamin Wong. Well, we've come to almost the end of today's forum, but before that, we're gonna invite the speakers for some words of wisdom, career advisors. Maybe we can start with Ms. Carmina and Mr. Sunil, as well as Mr. Benjamin Wong. Maybe you could share, if there's any point in your life or in your career that you had overcome, face setbacks, and how do you overcome them, and what sort of advice you can give to the students to prepare for their working life in the future. Maybe Ms. Carmina can start.
Okay, so I'll start maybe about work-life balance. But I always remind myself that the work I am doing now is still the same work I'll be doing the next day. It's a never-ending process of learning and producing. Be kind to yourself, and let not your job affect your physical and mental health. Enjoy something you love on the weekend, maybe cap off your Friday night with a dinner with friends, or make time for your family, friends, most especially yourself. Remember that you will be working most of your life, but your youth is very limited. So enjoy and have fun.
Thank you very much, Ms. Carmina. I like that, enjoy and have fun. I think that's very important in what you do, to enjoy and have fun. Well, Mr. Sunil, any words of advice for the students here?
Yeah, I'm very excited for everyone in the room there. You are graduating in a very interesting times. There's a lot of uncertainty, there's a lot of opportunity. So currently, in the short term and mid-term, economy across the globe are having very high uncertainty in terms of growth of their economy and the companies. You might be reading about layoffs happening in the US, and many other countries and companies are grappling with the challenge of how they stay relevant and profitable. So some of you, if you don't get your desired careers right in the beginning, don't get disheartened. We underestimate what we can do in 80 years of productive living these days versus what we overestimate what we can achieve in a few months of our graduation or our road to graduation. So stay patient, stay kind to each other, because some of you might earn $200,000 right in 6 months, and someone may still not be able to make $20,000. So be kind to each other. Career is not going to get over in 6 months or 6 years. It is like 40, 50, 60 years we will be intellectually contributing to the society and mostly making money from there. So, just be patient, help each other, and stay human, right? There's so much of technology, don't get lost. Make your network with alumni, connect with people who you trust. Reach out. This is the time of uncertainty because COVID created a uncertainty which is now we are used to it, we are grappling, we are fortunate, we have access to devices and technologies which make us, there is still 6 billion odd people who are not part of this post-COVID economy. You are privileged, you are part of it. So don't feel lost out in short term at all. If you don't get what you're desiring, maybe it's going to come to you in a certain different manner and path may be different for each of you. So, I would like to say that this is a very uncertain and tough time as a student. And we are very ambitious, we have different social and other pressures, peer pressures. Don't get into that. Stay kind to yourself, stay kind to each other, and as Meena clearly said, enjoy your life. And this is a journey. It's a very long journey. So in the childhood in India, they used to say you study well and get into a college. That's it. And that was the biggest lie to society. You used to tell. I mean, you need to keep learning and you need to keep contributing meaningfully. But I think currently there is a huge disparity within the same group of people in terms of what they can achieve or accomplish in materialistic sense in short term. But that's okay. You'll all have wonderful future is what I can assure you from the kind of university you're coming in, the kind of support system the university has. So have faith in that and keep showing up in whatever you are trying to do on the event. All the best.
Thank you, Mr. Sunil. I think students, I think Mr. Sunil shared something very, very important. You have to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and also consider that, your career path is a long journey ahead, all right? So don't worry so much about, what job am I going to do? Is it going to be related to what I study? You have time to figure that out, all right? Maybe we can invite, Mr. Benjamin Wong for some career advice for this eager and enthusiastic crowd here in Temasek Poly.
Yeah, thanks so much. I think the most important actually is to travel. The thing is that Singapore is a hub, right? In essence, you can fly anywhere across Southeast Asia on a budget flight, Air Asia, Jetstar. It's something you can afford, after doing an internship. Go there, travel, understand the culture. It's very interesting. I would say the Philippines is a beautiful country. It's so underrated. A lot of Singaporeans don't know anything about it. Like, if you go to Manila, there's so many things there. Like, there's Makati, study the history of the Philippines, so interesting. You look at the jeepneys, that's their way of transport, apart from Grab and Gojek. Of course, Gojek is, I think Gojek didn't do as well. And then, of course, you have EGC, which is called Bonifacio. That is very interesting and nice place as well. And that's just Manila, right? There's many other things you can do there. Like in the Philippines, there are so many mountains to climb. I think that if you like nature, you like trekking, it's one place you go. And especially so beaches. I'm pretty sure everyone of you have heard of Bali. Yeah, Bali is amazing, but if you've seen the beaches in the Philippines, it is even better, right? So if you go to Boracay, so amazing. If you go to Cebu, Cebu is like it's like Boracay except maybe without the tourist prices. It's super amazing there. And if you go down all the way south to Palawan, it sounds like a Palawan beach in Sentosa. It's called Palawan. That's where El Nino is. The area there, the beaches, you just do a Google search on TikTok. What am I saying? Google search on TikTok, that doesn't make sense. Do a TikTok search, right? On Palawan in the Philippines. You look at the beaches, look at the videos. You will be amazed to see this is really what the Philippines is about. And I think that's why I think in the Philippines people are a lot more relaxed. There are so many other things apart from just going to maybe the park. They actually see, they go to the beach, they take vacations, they go to Cebu, they try the different foods. The food there in the Philippines is amazing as well. I tried the food there, the lechon, it's amazing. Try the various sisig, that's amazing as well. So I'll say travel there first to actually understand the culture. Once you do that, make friends. I'm pretty sure you'll be better than me, right? You probably know what the careers thing that you need after doing that. So that's the only advice I would give. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Benjamin Wong. And I think the way Mr. Benjamin Wong wraps it up very nicely is also the purpose of why we have this Global Studies virtual trip, and especially for today, we bring you to the Philippines, or in fact, we bring the Philippines to you. It's for you to raise interest and, for you to learn more about a certain country, you have to visit the country for you to experience it yourself. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know, for the speakers, I think they have done a wonderful job, you know, and they have taken their time away from the busy schedules. Can we give all our speakers a very big round of applause? Thank you, Ms. Carmina, Mr. Sunil, and Mr. Benjamin Wong. I just want to say that the audience are clapping their hands very loudly, and I just want to convey their heartfelt thanks to you. And on behalf of Temasek Poly as well, we want to say thank you very much, and we really appreciate your time for joining us in the forum this morning. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is the time now? What is happening right after this? Come on, you know what's happening after this. What's happening after this? Sorry, what? Okay, so obviously I am in your way of a very important segment, correct? Okay, so your attention now goes to our program MC. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much once again to our speakers. We're going to bring back your program MC as well, Benjamin Liao.
All right, so once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to the 4 speakers, including yourself as well, Zaid. So give them a big round of applause, people. Now, of course, all are excited because we're going for lunch soon. So I am supposed to brief you very quickly about your lunch. And why do I have to brief you? Because firstly, well, you know, some of you may have some form of allergy of the food. But before that, okay, I have to tell you what you should prepare for your afternoon program. So right after the program, or right after lunch, your program will not be here. So this is actually the last time you're seeing us physically. The next time you see Zaid and myself will be virtually on your screens in your respective classroom. So now it's actually quite important because you don't have the QR code for your attendance. So you need to find out where is your classroom, because later on we will flash the attendance record in your next location. So again, you need to now go to Polite Mall and head to GS Trips/Flex Week 1 and then click on GSVT Country/Day and Classroom Allocation. Now, if you cannot find your classroom, you can always ask your group leaders or ask the staff at the TCC foyer. Now, attendance, again, as written right there, will be taken to the classroom. As for when, I'm not sure. I'm only told to tell you is going to be in the classroom. So all meals will be halal certified. They'll be packed in bento boxes at food stations in TCC foyer. When you reach the TCC foyer, queue in an orderly manner and in any food station. Now, you are to consume, so this is very important, by the way. Otherwise, you might kena scolding. So you need to consume the food at the benches. You cannot, and this is a big emphasis, you cannot consume the food in the canteens, okay? Because you know, the canteens, you need to buy food there, so then only you consume food. So you cannot consume the food in the canteen. You have to consume them at the benches nearby at the TCC foyer. And of course, kindly return the rubbish to TCC for collection. Now, if you're vegetarian, let us know that you're vegetarian. We'll give you the vegetarian food. Now, before that, I think we're going to show you, I think we have a slide about what the food is. So there we go. So today, ladies and gentlemen, bon appetit. You will be eating stir-fried minced chicken with basil leaf. I thought it's L-E-A-F, but never mind lah. I'll just read as it is. The basil leaving, okay? Next thing, grilled fish fillet with shrimp lemon. Now, if you are allergic to fish, well, yeah, clap. Actually, I don't know who cooked it. Fish and shellfish. Now, if you're allergic to that, ladies and gentlemen, don't eat that. There is sugar cane prawn roll. If you're allergic to shellfish, don't eat that. And there's Nonya chapchai. Okay, so if you are allergic to all of it, don't eat lunch, don't eat anything. Eat a vegetarian option, okay? So again, just take a look. Can we just go back to the previous slide, just in case for them? Yeah, the food one. Yeah, so if you're allergic to all of those, please don't eat a vegetarian one. If you're allergic to food, drink water. So next, this is how we're gonna release you. Firstly, for those of you lower level, okay, over here, student helpers, please help me out. Section number 1 and section number 2. Bye-bye. Yeah, bye. We'll see you later. Please enjoy your food. Yeah, if you see Zaid and myself queuing, please let us cut queue. You know, Zaid, I got that. We get to cut queue already, bro. Okay, anyway. Yeah, well, we get to cut queue. Okay, anyway. So please, these two sections. Yeah. So by the way, for those on top, don't come down. I'm supposed to tell you go to your nearest exit. Okay. So for those at the top, you may now also exit, but please exit the nearest exit. Not here. Nearest exit. I think you got student helpers that help you. Otherwise, nearest exit. People on this side, just hang on for a bit. Anyway, you know, we release you also no difference because you have to queue. So might as well just sit down and enjoy aircon, correct? So just wait for a bit. Okay? We'll just release all of these people. Now, don't forget to get your next allocated classroom. That's something we need to remind you because otherwise you'll be lost and you don't know where to go. And if you don't know where to go, then, you know, you can't scan that QR code, okay? So people at the top, please exit over on the exits over there. These two sections, make your way out. And this section over here, just hang on. Because, you know, enjoy aircon first, right? So we'll just wait for them. And we'll just see what happens. I can't be off the mic yet because, you know, I have to guide, right? So we'll just wait. And we'll wait. They're still leaving. So just make sure you don't leave your belongings here, yeah? So, you know, because you're not coming back here. Okay, session 4, you can now leave. Thank you very much. Salamat po. What else? Go and eat food, all of you Maganda people. So people this side, please exit this way. The 4 people here, the Maganda people tell you go by